here. It's big, and it's closer than you think. It's not a tournament. It's what you don't see on TV. The cash is real. The stakes are high. They bet big. They win big. They lose big. High stakes live action poker. Live at the bike. Watch it live on the web or play it if you dare at the Bicycle Casino right here in Los Angeles.
Tonight I'm joined by the poker babe, Shirley Rosario. How are you doing tonight, Shirley?
Good, thank you.
And we are going to be doing a $500 minimum buy-in game tonight. The blinds for this game are 5 and 10. It's an unrestricted buy-in, no-limit game.
Mm-hmm.
And it usually plays pretty big, depending on how much money is at the table.
Right.
So without further ado, let's get to the action. So we're going to go around and introduce the table.
Okay, seat number 1, we have Eric Magyar. In seat 2, we have Lung
Young.
Seat 4, Marty Doss.
Yeah.
Seat 6, David Sewell.
There we go.
Seat 7, Robert Burns, also known as Dr. Beebe.
Yep.
In seat 8, we have Mo.
Currently away from the table.
And in seat 9, we have Bobby.
Bobby in seat 9. So people who are unfamiliar with this game, the yellow chips are $5 chips. The purples are 25 and the blues are 1. If you see a green, they're 1,000. Usually people will stack their chips in 20 chip denominations, so a stack is 100 if it's yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Make it 30.
And then the whites are
The
100.
whites are 100.
And we're going to see the first hand of the night. Marty's going to raise with ace-queen of diamonds, and he takes it down. And there's the ever-lovable Mo in seat 8 coming back to the table.
Once the cards have been placed here, then I can take them off and look at them.
Or you can look at them before.
But at some point,
There's Mo.
Yeah, you look at it and put it back in and
Looks like we're fairly deep. This game has just started.
Some of the players, yeah.
Yeah. Of course, you can buy in
You want
for
seat
any
7 to
amount.
look at your cards to make it quicker.
So,
He can look
500.
at
real
500
no,
or more.
right? Real no limit game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Any amount, minimum
that's
500.
before after. Yeah, that's probably
5, 10 blinds. So you see most posting their 2 chips in seat 8.
I look first.
And look at that. Mo has walked into pocket aces in the post.
That's, nice
Yeah.
start.
He's going to raise it up.
get 35.
Going to make it 35 to go. It is nice to see Dr. Beebe back. We haven't seen him in a while. And looks like the blind's got a king 10 of clubs, and he's going to make the call, and we are heads up. So it's about a $70 pot going to the flop.
Wednesday and Friday.
Queen, 3 deuce, couple spades. That's probably not going to get Marty in too much trouble.
No.
How much I bet you lay down the hand?
50.
Mo asks him, how much are you going to bet for you to
How
lay
much
down
do
the
I need
hand?
to bet? Yeah.
He says 50, and Mo bets 60, and Mo takes it down. Of course, if you want to follow a live interactive thread on the internet while you're watching this, you can go to 2plus2.com, spelled out. In the forum section, the World Poker Tour and other televised tournaments link. Official live at the bike thread for October 11th. Boy, it's already October 11th.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit of a chill out there in LA here today.
Yeah, a
It was
little bit
about
outside.
65 or 70.
Yeah.
But that's about as bad as it gets here, folks. It's one of the main reasons why I moved here. Poker and weather. And women.
Chips. Only chips.
Yeah, you get the
And fish.
cultural one in here.
Donna? Yes.
Look at that. Alan's going to come into the game. Seat 3.
Donna.
Seen him before.
How are you?
It's like seat 2.
All right, so far.
Going to raise.
500.
Making it 50 to go. He's got ace-5 of spades.
1,000.
And Alan's going to play behind for 1,000. Dr. Beebe's got a queen 10 off suit.
I just want to know the collection.
$3. 45 is it?
No, 45 total.
45 total, and Beebe's going to make the call.
Okay.
He's really not in that bad a shape, but see if the flop hits him. Dr. Beebe's a pretty tight player.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's one of the people that you get the pleasure of
Seeing a lot on
knowing.
Friday.
Yeah, right.
Jack, Jack, deuce here.
Check.
Lung's going to follow up with a bet here.
What's indentured servitude?
Bet 45.
And BB folds
IS
quickly.
poker.
Sometimes BB mixes it up, though, a little bit. He used to play it pretty ABC in the beginning. But he'll mix it up, and people respect his reputation, and sometimes he can pull off some bluffs. Now, Shirley, Dave and I got into a little discussion about the big internet news that happened over the weekend with
Party
regards to
poker?
the party poker and the separation of skins.
Yeah, it's nice.
And for somebody, well, I don't know, some people might say it's nice, some people might
Yeah.
not. Now,
Well, I like it.
Somebody like me who was playing on a skin who got rake back, it's really not nice for
Right.
me. And some of the people who did this for a living out there, strictly playing cash games on the internet, that might not necessarily depend on rake back, but all of a sudden somebody pulls $3,000 or $4,000 a month from you. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Knowing that a person's not playing on different names under different sites, like having an account with Empire, having an account with Party, and so on, so on, so on, so on.
2 of you.
We're heads up here. King 8 against Deuce 5, and Alan is flopped. Looks like top and
pair.
bottom. Dr. BB's going to bet here.
Raise.
And BB's just betting as a bluff, and Alan's going to raise him immediately.
I'll be done with.
And BB's done with it. Well, that's an interesting take. I had never thought of it that way. Again, for a lot of multi-tablers out there, it hurts. Of course, there's speculation as whether, well, can you get rake back from Party? I guess there's some ways possibly to do it. I wonder if there are people who are going to really start to, who are bitter with Party for making that move. Some of the people that play in the skins are going to revolve to other sites. Because like Absolute
I
offers
think
like
Party
a,
will prevail. We'll see.
yeah, well, Absolute.
Yeah.
I was looking at some of the rake back offers. Absolute offers like a rake back if you sign up now, like 24
Absolute
or
has a
25%.
great thing for their players. I mean, they offer bonuses usually twice a week.
Because I know you play on Absolute
Yeah, I
a
play
lot.
on that a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy with
So if you're getting a
them doing
bonus
it.
twice a week, it's almost like a rake back anyways, right? Once you qualify for the
Yeah,
hands.
I mean, you have to
Yeah.
play a lot of hands to get them.
Right.
But, they usually have at least 2 a weekend.
Alan has raised here. He's got ace. He's got pocket tens, and he makes it 50 to go. Let's seat 5 there. New player. Got pocket threes. He makes the smooth call. That's Avi. Avi.
What happens? Every game is
Alvi there in seat 5. And we're heads up. Pocket tens against pocket threes. And look at this. A set of threes. Full house.
Full
ace,
house.
ace, 3. Good thing for Alan, he doesn't have an ace. And Alan checks, and the guy bets immediately.
I'm at 30, sorry.
Bets 30. And Alan calls. And this is the type of situation you'd love to be in there with pocket threes. If you think maybe
Yeah.
the guy's sandbagging an ace. Turn is a 7. Alan still has outs. He could catch a 10.
200.
Now, see, Allen's was, I think, called the $30 because of a jackpot. Seat 5's bet there screams of, I don't have a jackpot possibility. That he had the threes full or he had an ace really low kicker.
Think so?
I think so.
Yeah.
Somebody with an ace king, I don't think would be betting that strong.
It's interesting because sometimes, I'll sometimes, forget about the jackpot, and then sometimes people will be like, "Well, why did you play it that way?" You know. And I don't know, jackpots are just so far and few between.
They are.
It's just-
But I know a lot of players play for them.
Yeah.
So I sat down today. They pulled me to a 3-6 Omaha.
Yeah.
3 games short. First hand I got dealt straight flush. And then it paired the 9. I was like, please, somebody have quad 9s.
Yeah.
$30,000 jackpot.
In Omaha, it's quad 8s, right, or better.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 9s would have qualified. But nobody had the 9s.
And we've got the pot limped around here. Looks like we got maybe 4-way action. Ace, King, 6. We got to see seat 5's cards there. He's got deuce 5. Doesn't. Seat 5's
He
going
didn't
to
want to
bet.
show those cards.
Ace, King, 6 on the flop. He has none of it, but it doesn't look like anyone really hit anything else. Seat 4's got a gut shot. Queen, Jack. He's out of there. And Abby's going to take it down. Well, I had PM'd Kev Math about the possibility of having an actor on the show tonight. He was sitting at the table, and then he got up to play in the 1,000. So he's here, but he still might come back. Morris Chestnut of
Right.
Boys in the Hood
Boys in the
fame,
Hood.
and Ladder 49, and a show called Firehouse, I remember.
And he was in The Best Man. That was a good movie.
Yeah. I have the IMDb stuff in front of me here. I'm looking at other things. No, he's been on ER
I
a
think
couple
I saw
times.
the Inkwell too.
Yeah. The Wood, I'm getting word.
I don't see that on here.
Folded around to the blinds here. Look at this. Lung's got pocket aces in the big blind, and he's very reluctant to chop. And he's asking Eric, does he have a possibility of a jackpot hand?
Yeah, man.
What can you do? Oh, man.
Well, the thing with actually having pocket aces is that's actually better chance to get a jackpot if you had ace with a high kicker, right? Than
Right.
pocket
The
aces.
ace king
The
better
way-
than the
yeah.
ace. Mhm.
The way the flop would come down.
Here's some money, I bet.
Of course, I love 2+2, and I go up and read all the stuff, and there was a lot of rumblings and stuff when it went down. I went to Empire to play some stud high-low, noticed that there was no one there, went to party, noticed that there were people there, and then I put 2 and 2 together. Went to the internet gambling board, and, you know.
Yeah, you sound
that type of thing
disappointed.
happened. Well,
I might change your mind after. We'll see.
I mean, I guess it depends. I mean, there's so many offers out there on the internet, it probably actually doesn't hurt that much. I just don't realize it. Some of the other people don't realize it. And we have, looks like, 5-way action limped around. King 9-5. Doesn't look like anyone has a king here.
Check.
We actually have 6-way action here. No one really hit anything. Turn is an 8. It gives Lung an open-ended straight draw. Eric's got a
Double
pair
pair.
now in seat 1. And the river is an ace.
Giving David the best hand.
Yep, David in seat 6 has got ace-6.
Bet 75.
And look at this. Allen's going to bet as a bluff. He does not have anything. He's got deuce 3.
Raise 75 more.
And did David raise? Oh, okay. David is just going to call, it looks like.
75.
No, he is going to raise. I thought I heard raise.
Okay, you short, sir.
It's a bet by Allen is 75, and wow, David's going to raise. It's kind of interesting. You might only get called by a hand that might beat you here with ace-6, Shirley.
Help him out, Doc.
No, obviously Allen's not going to call. He has
No.
nothing.
How much more you have, sir?
You got enough to bury. You got enough to bury you.
Allen's asking him, how much more do you have? I can't imagine.
I never played with him. I don't know how much I play this here.
He was seen right through your cards, too. just
And
like
Allen's
that.
going to fold.
You didn't save in the World Series?
Of course, you can also email us at live@thebike.com.
I don't watch them.
See the eyeglass?
So there's a post there on 2+2 thinking I'm pro, going for party because of the affiliate thing.
USM fan says, anybody
Right.
want to bet that Poker Babe's site is
Didn't
not
say
a
anything
Rakeback
after that.
affiliate?
Actually, I am not affiliate at all. I do not make it per person for the sign up. They pay me up front every 3 months, and so it doesn't affect me in the least bit.
So your person thing doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I could have 1,000, I could have 2.
Do you have
They pay me
ads from the
upfront,
Party Network
no
on
matter
there
what.
at all?
I do right now, but starting in a couple weeks, I'm going down to just 3 advertisers. That's it. And then I'll have party way on the back, as a review, but they won't be on every page. I'm only going with Poker Stars and Paradise and Full Tilt, just the 3. Figure I can focus more attention on them, try to help bring them business better.
Pot is limped around here, and Allen has flopped trips 8-8-3, and Avi bets here with the 3. Now David also has an 8, and Allen is in kicker trouble. Avi's the better, and just a smooth call there by David, and I don't know if Allen's going to be able to get away from this one. We might see all the chips go in here really early on. Just a smooth call.
You're more familiar than I am with these kind of games. I mean, do all the chips go in there when they're so deep?
Well, we'll see. Now, Alan's
Yeah.
he's gonna check raise. He makes it 50 more. $20 bet, a call, and Alan makes it 50 more.
Look at it.
Well, this guy isn't. I mean, he's maybe.
Call.
And look at this. Avi's gonna call. Now, what do you do if you're
going
David?
on?
Now he's another 100.
Wow. We got about a $200 pot, and it's 50 for David to call. There are 2 spades out there, Shirley. Let's see if he pumps it up here.
150.
Wait a minute. Avi is gonna. Is Avi raising in between?
Is he?
Avi's gonna raise to 100 with just 9-3,
That's 150 more.
and David just smooth calls. So a check raise by Alan. Seat 5 bet originally. Seat 6 called. Alan check raised. Seat 5 has re-raised, and again David has just called. And Alan calls.
3 players.
And Avi is obviously in big trouble. Wow. Pot now is approaching $500. A queen on the turn, and Alan fills up. Oh, wow. And it gets checked around, and the river is a 9, and Alan moves all in.
It's the spade. He's thinking if somebody has a spade.
Yep.
Unfortunately, neither of those players were on spades.
He bets 700 here at the end, so the pot is now 1,200. Now, seat 6, we were getting word, he actually has a problem with his eyes, so he uses a little device there, like almost
Right,
a small
to help him a
binocular
little
to
bit
help
see the
him
flop
with
better.
with the cards. But that might be a little bit of an action killer. I mean, that hand played out so strangely.
Oh, I'm still worried about
Time,
him.
please.
I can't believe that David just called the bet on the flop, then to a check raise and a re-raise, just called again with ace-8. And like I said, to Alan, I think it's a little bit of an action
I
killer.
don't even have a flush.
That's why maybe Shirley on the turn, even if I had a full house, I might bet them in, meaning I would bet an amount where
90.
maybe they would call with a flush draw. Just get some more money in there. Because here he might not make anything with the queen 8.
Right.
Yeah, I'll call it.
Oh, and he's going to call anyways. He's going to call anyways, and queen 8 is good.
I was honest. I didn't
And there's
have
about a
flush.
$1,700, $1,800 pot there,
Hey,
Kings?
river.
taken down there by Alan.
You
You
got
I know
That's
exactly.
one thing that Steve was talking to me about Nolan, and he stresses all the time that
You bet I'm all
you're
in.
going to get all your chips in there.
Glad.
Be betting them.
Brian
Yeah.
Health is saying that, Alan.
As opposed to calling them off.
Right.
Yeah.
Brian Health is saying that.
I don't have a flush.
It was honest.
I said I don't have flush. I
I
was.
didn't have the full house when they said it didn't have the No, you said I don't even have
Yeah.
That's right.
He was saying.
Big
wait.
difference.
That means
Yeah.
not quite.
500 behind.
Nothing better than a flush.
Actually, I didn't have even a spade.
Thank you, sir.
It was good.
And seat 6 is going to rebuy for 500 behind. Seat 7 limps in here.
Let's see if it's my rush.
4 players.
And we have 4-way action. Limped around. Going to go to the flop. Ace, Jack, 7. Looks like we got a weak ace over there in the small blind. Marty
Check.
has the best hand.
Check is good.
Gets checked around, turns at 3. And now Marty's going to bet.
At 35.
He's going to bet 35 here.
35.
35.
I call.
Wow, and Alan's going to call here with just a pair. He's got 6-3. He's going to need to catch a 6 or a 3 here. And the river is a 7, which could be a little bit of a scare card. And Alan says,
Alan
you don't
says,
need to.
"Save me
You
out of
don't
it."
even need to bet. I'll just muck
Don't
for
do
you,
it.
which is always nice.
Yes, sure.
Mind you, big knife. Chip.
The boys in the hood, huh?
That was a
You know,
great
Doc,
movie.
When
Absolutely.
I said I don't even have a flush,
Absolutely.
you're right. But I didn't mean that. You know, my English is poor, it's limited. So
You can't undo.
I meant
Buttons
I
over
meant,
there in seat 4 now.
Trying to justify now.
yeah,
Can't undo.
I meant
I think
just
we all
don't have a
understood.
flush.
BB's going to limp in here.
But I was honest about not having the flush.
It doesn't matter. We can never be friends. You can.
I'll give you action. You'll be my friend.
Yeah, we're going to see it limped around.
Money shouldn't come between friendship.
Option, sir?
Get out of here.
So we got another pot that's limped around here. Ace King 4 on the flop. Looks like Alan has hit the best hand.
Check.
Why did you do that? Check.
I'll check.
And Alan does not bet in position with the King Jack. It gets checked around. The turn is a 4.
I'll give a stab at it.
Bet 20.
And now Avi's going to bet with 6s.
Huh? Yeah.
20, sir.
Wow, and David's going to call. He's got a wheel draw? Deuce 5.
Yes.
You have a pair yet? I got a pair.
And Alan, let's see what Alan does here. He's going to make the call.
I got 2 pairs.
So David's going to need to hit a 3 here.
You're strong, man.
Avi's going to need to hit a 6.
But to eat pair?
And the river is an ace.
Yeah.
I'll check.
That's, yeah, I think it might get checked all the way around.
Check.
Well, I'm surprised that Alan played it so passively. I mean, I was going to say, if everyone checks here, I think Alan really should bet, and he does
He
bet.
does.
45.
Okay, I call.
Wow. Avi calls with
Got
pocket
the king and you
sixes.
got the king.
Oh, you got
And maybe because the way that the hand played out, it's tough to put. I mean, Alan didn't bet the flop. He just called the turn. There aren't a lot of draws out there, but maybe Avi isn't necessarily familiar with the way that Alan plays, and we'll use some of that information.
690. Just $1 extra.
Funny, nobody had the ace.
$1.
$1.
$1.
Nobody had the ace.
Got a post here by Aces Up North. I've never seen him post on the thread before. He says, is it a rule in California that most places have to keep their cards in front of the rail? Because there's a gentleman that keeps picking them up. As we look at the first chip count
I'm
of the
not
night.
sure on the rule. Do you know?
Not sure. So Lung here has the most chips, and Alan, who bought in for 1,000, he's up to 1,600, and we'll keep a close eye on those chip counts as the night goes forward. I think you're supposed to keep your cards over the tip, but they're not strict like your hand is dead.
Well,
if
yeah,
you're
I mean, if
bringing
a guy
over.
can't see, I'm certainly not going to say.
Right, I mean, this guy's
Your
got a
hand's
problem.
dead,
He can't see
yeah.
the cards, obviously. I don't think it's a big deal to make that exception.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the pot is limped around again. King, Queen, 10. Alan flop top 2 pair.
Check. Check. Check.
Not the type of hand that you'd want to slow play here, or the type of board.
Bet
And he
40.
bets 40. Little under the size of the pot.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now Lung has Queen 5. He's got second pair with a bad kicker.
Let me get,
He's not going to get involved.
are you guys serious? Oh my God. I mean, I should
No one had a king.
shouldn't scare you guys.
No one had a king, including you.
And Alan takes it down.
And I like the chicken and the beef. One chicken, one beef, no rice.
It looks like, Dave kind of looks like Barry Woods from the angle
Yeah.
from the top.
Yeah.
I mean, not from the head-on
blonde
angle, but
surfer hair.
from the top. Yeah,
And
he kind of has that look
Well,
coming
he has
down
the,
too.
the blonde surfer hair.
Yeah, he's got the surfer shirt on too.
Uh-huh.
Hawaiian shirt.
What does Barry do? Do you know?
I don't know.
I need some chocolate.
Fourth lane.
We're gonna see 4-way action. Although Barry said that he might play tomorrow night, so stick around for the whale game, Poker Blues whale game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Check.
Ace Queen 4 here on the flop. Lung's got top pair.
Bet 30.
But Marty's going to come out and bet here. Looked like Lung checked it. He did. He's going to check call with the ace-8. The turn is a club. It's the 6 of clubs. And now Lung is going to use that as a bluff card or use it. He's just going to bet right in here.
75.
He has the best hand. And Marty's done with it.
Thank you.
Can I play? Yeah? Can I play? I want to play too. I haven't played a hand. Oh, that was good. I know, I can't get the hand in this table. Jack deuce, Jack deuce.
You big one.
Does Alan really look like Sammy Davis Jr. a little bit? I guess so. Maybe a case could be made for that.
Oh, yeah, kind of, I guess.
Still playing?
Did your buddy Steve write something up on Play Winning Poker about this thing over the weekend?
No, he posts on a lot of message
Oh,
boards and
okay.
stuff. But I see, there was one person here on 2 Plus 2, I didn't even bother mentioning the post, something about basically, like, well, Steve said this, so Shirley agrees. Well, let me tell you, I do not agree with
That's
him
not
100%.
the case,
No.
right.
We agree on a lot of things. I mean, naturally, we're best friends, and that's why, because, we see eye to eye on a lot of things. But believe me, there's plenty of times when I speak my mind, and, there's things I don't agree.
Eric is raised here pre-flop, and he gets called by King, Queen, and Queen, Jack. And wow, David outflopped him. And that is not the card you want to see if you have Ace, Queen. But he's going to bet 50. And David calls with the King, Queen. Now, the pre-flop raise was, I believe, 50. So we got a $250 pot here going to the turn. Turns a deuce. It's a third heart. Now, wow, Eric's going to keep firing. I mean, there isn't a lot that you can beat now, but maybe he can try to represent a flush. He's bet 75 into a $250 pot.
Right.
Pretty weak.
It is a little weak.
So now the pot's 325, and it's 75 to call, and looks like David has said call. So it's now 400. $400 pot. And Eric needs to spike an ace here. That's it. An ace or a 4. He can make a wheel with the 4.
Right.
And the river is a 10. And now what does he do?
I think he has to give up.
Think so?
Well,
If he's going to bet, he better
doesn't
bet a
have
lot.
to, yeah.
Yeah. And if he's going to bet 100, that's not going to do it.
oi!
Wow! What did he bet there? Did he say he moved all in? Wow, I think that is unbelievable. Eric
What the
went.
hell we know?
Eric went for his chips, and David just said, "Keep it. I fold."
Right.
Again, in a $400 pot. Wow. I guess that's the power of aggression. But like I said, I like it when people will muck their hands before I get to bet, especially when they have the best hand.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Well, that just is strange to me. Why did David call? That was a harmless river card. If you called because you thought you had the best hand on the turn, then why wouldn't you call on the
You had no heart
river?
in your hands. Yeah, no, I understand. Totally
Right.
agree with you. Well, it was strange. Of course, we see just about everything here on Live with the Bike.
That's true, yeah.
We have 5-way action linked around. There's 3 weak aces out there. Actually, there's
Four.
4 weak aces. So, pretty good chance that an ace is not going to come on the board
Yeah,
here.
I would say so. Let's see
Third
who has
club
ace
here on the
clubs.
turn.
That's Eric in seat 1.
Yep, Eric's got the nut draw. And he bets 40.
Bet 40.
And no one has a pair. Now, Avi, he's not going to chase with the jack. And David mucks.
We'll see what you have later on.
I don't exactly know how long Rakeback has been going on for.
Mm-hmm.
I've only been participating in it for maybe 3, 4, 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously it hasn't always been going on, and I think that people knew that this day might come at some point, right? When it would end.
Yeah, I would
You
think
know.
so. You know what? Out of all the sites that I have, all the accounts that I have, because I have probably an account on 9 different sites.
Yeah.
I don't have one rakeback.
One rakeback account? Really?
No.
Well, that's,
I mean, I signed up for Party years ago, so I did that before.
How many
they had
hands do you
that.
play like a month, though?
Oh God, a lot.
Really? Well, I think that you might be missing out then, because I know that I play about 10,000 hands a month, and even in stud high low, I make anywhere between 6.5 to 8 cents a hand in rakeback. So I'm not just gonna say, oh, I don't feel like signing up for it to get $800 to
Yeah, but see, I mean,
$1,000 back.
like I said, I already had my Party account. What am I supposed to do? Unload? I mean, some people do that.
Yeah, there
But
are
I'm not
ways
gonna,
around it.
Yeah, but that's just.
I know,
Fine.
but it's a lot of money.
I'm not gonna unload it and then sign up for a skin so I can get. I don't know.
Heads up.
We have a raise here by Lung with ace 8 of diamonds, and Bobby called with pocket 5s. And the
Did you
flop
s-
comes 994.
You see Bobby's
I was
shirt?
paying 1,000 there.
It was from Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
You're opening about 1,000.
It was an awesome movie. Yeah.
It's a little short game.
Now Hung is going to bet here, or Lung is going to bet.
One more day.
Bet 60. See what Bobby does. He's just going to call. A lot of people might check raise to see where they're at, but he just calls. Turns a king. He can't like that card.
The good thing about bigger game is I lose faster, so I go home early.
Now let's see what Bobby does.
That's the only thing, good thing about it.
Has he checked?
160.
There we go.
And Lung is going to bet 160, so he's driving forward. Put yourself in a tough spot there, and Bobby mucks. Take a look at the power position, and Lung takes it down. Deep Down Truth on 2+2
There we go.
said. Just take a look at that shirt.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Deep Down Truth on 2+2 says a plus-minus column on the chip count graphic would be the Shiznik. Well,
That would be great.
my technical producer Isaac has told me that is actually coming into play very soon, right?
That'll be cool.
Yeah. A plus-minus, just showing how people move up and down, and then the chip count for the.
He's doing a dance, meaning yes.
And a notation for buy-ins and rebuys too. So
Good.
stay tuned. Yeah. Yeah. The Shiznik. But anyways, what I was saying is that I know that seems sometimes like it's not worth it. Well, over 12 months, if I'm going to make an extra 10 grand, yeah, it's worth it for me.
Well, if
know?
I could sign up for a new online card room where I could get affiliate, I would do that. But I'm not going to unload my Party and sign up with a skin when I already have the account. That's just.
Looks like Avi has flopped top 2 here, and he checked it from up front. Now the turn is a queen.
35.
And seat 5 bets now. He's got the aces and 3s. Maybe he was going for a check raise on the flop there.
Yeah, but that's a little dangerous to check
2
that
diamonds,
flop.
ace, deuce, 3.
You got wheel possibilities and a lot of players in the pot.
Yeah, any 4, any 5, any diamond, you really don't know where you're at, obviously.
Sure. Yes, thank you.
But anyways, I don't have a big problem with the concept of rake back for high volume players to keep them on your site. 20, 25, 30%. I mean, it's give or take. It's like any other business.
But Party
it's almost
never
like
offered the
it's almost like buying in bulk. You know what I mean? But the skin, I mean, that was one of the things that the skins did. And I understand what you're saying. Everyone's already signed up for Party too early. But if there's a way to get rake back because I'm a high volume player, well, I'm going to take it. I mean, that's just my view.
I play.
You don't think it's like cheating? No.
I really don't. No. Jack 10-3 here, a couple of diamonds. Again, this is very subjective.
I mean,
It's
not
just our
cheating,
own
it's
opinions.
cheating, right? It's
Yeah.
cheating the system. I mean, it's it's party's damn site, and then you go take off their money, and then I don't know.
Flop was
Whatever.
checked around. Turn was a 4. And seat 5 is bet here. Avi's got a pair of 10s. And Alan calls him with the better kicker. And the river's a 6, and now the 7 is going to play. The 7 plays.
My kicker is better, huh? It is better.
And the 7 did play. Alan needed to dodge some cards there on the end, and he did.
Thank you.
And he takes it down. Got checked down at the end.
It is 7.
Big blind.
No, she's not that.
I was the blind.
I find that.
I was excused.
I was not. That,
So do you think, and I'm just putting this out here, like, I actually don't have an account with Absolute.
there
Okay.
and call the rate.
And I see some offers out there for, say, 20% rake back or 25% rake back. So I sign up now and I take the rake back. But let's say 12 months ago, I had made an account and I had played 1 hour.
Only one excuse. I'm a bad
Do you think it's fair that I now don't get rake back going back to them now because I already had an account a year ago? Played maybe like 100 hands.
And then I don't know.
Take it 30.
I mean, that's kind of what the issue is.
Yeah, but I mean that's absolute and absolute. If you went and signed up underneath the skin, I wouldn't think that was cool. But if you're signing up, I don't know, Bart. It's just something I wouldn't do. Okay, I mean I'm not saying you want to do it. That's cool. And obviously a lot of people do it. That's why they're all bent out of shape about it.
30, yes.
Got a raise here by Eric there with Jack 6 of hearts. I think he made it $30. And we got a few people that have called. Long has called, Alan has called.
Where are we at?
Time. Wait for him.
It's up to Dr. Beebe. I don't know if he knows. He's in the blind.
No, he's just calling it.
It's only
Eat
20
some
more.
food.
And he makes the call. He's got ace 9.
Lunch money, guys.
So we have a $150 pot here going to the flop 5 ways. Seat 1, the original razor. 10-8-3 rainbow. Alan's got second pair.
40.
And Eric's going to bet.
40.
He bets 40. Now that's just not a big bet into a $150 pot, is it?
No, I think he's given me the impression that he thinks he has to win every pot he's in.
Well, Alan makes the call, it looks like.
Raise.
And look at this. Avi is going to check raise with nothing. He's got 7-4. Senses some
And I think
weakness.
he's going all in there.
Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like he's check raised to 200. It looks like he might have 50 more there. So the pot now it was 230 before that. 430, it's 200 to call.
Yeah, well, Eric doesn't have anything. See if Alan can make the call.
You could have taken 100 back. You should take 100 back for the
I got a good hand. It's too late. Like 175.
Well, someone check raising here, 2 people, and a caller in the middle usually represents some sort of string. Avi has nothing now.
Right.
Obviously, you can make this move at no limit.
Odds are good, though.
She's going to make one. And then he's got the
He's behind me. I can't do it.
And then he's got the morning. The afternoon is not going to be more. He needs more now. Gee, that's a tough decision. That's the best one? All right, I'll let you.
Anybody want to sing a warrant song when they look at what seat 4 is eating there? Or is that winner?
What are you talking about? Warren.
Seat 4. Warrant. Yeah.
Is that a rock
That was
band?
great. Yeah. 80s band. I can't believe you didn't know that.
Tell me the hip hop bands I know.
She's my cherry pie.
Oh, I remember that song.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good video, too.
How did I lay down?
Very good video. Yeah.
You call, I call. One more call to call.
You didn't like the 80s rock music, or are you more into hip hop?
I've always been into hip hop.
Pocket pair wasn't that good.
Fourth now.
Limped around. Alan limped with ace queen in seat 3. We got 4-way action. And the flop comes with an ace.
Check. Check.
50.
This is good too. At Biker Moxon 2+2 says actually Alan is a dead ringer for Bernie of Weekend at Bernie's. That's true.
That's
also.
funny. Yeah.
Alan bets here with the ace queen, and he's going to take it down.
He's got an ace.
That's funny.
Shouldn't try.
Yeah, I think that is the bullseye.
Small blind, big blind, please.
40 you had.
What do I have to play? Next time.
So the button has moved over to seat 6. That's David. Alan's going to limp in here with, looks like pocket 7s. I wonder if you lift Alan up, will he do a little dance? If you're, can he dance with him kind of limp? Pot is once again limped around. 8-6-4, couple of hearts. There's a couple flush draws out here. Avi and Dr. Beebe. And Alan's got a gut shot, and he has the best
Yeah,
hand.
yeah. That's a pretty nice board for his hand.
35.
He's going to bet 35.
That's a reasonable bet.
And Avi calls with the flush draw. Beebe
You're
calls.
gonna tell me the same thing, so I just.
Big player.
Pot's now about $155. Oh, the turn's a heart. We got 2 flushes. Now, Avi isn't that deep. BB checks.
60.
Bet 60.
And Alan bet 60 into $150 pot. Now, for Avi, wouldn't you want to raise here? What did he do? Did he just call?
called?
He just
Raise
called.
260.
And now BB's going to check raise. He makes it 260. Now, all the money's going to go in here between seat 5 and seat number 7, I would imagine. Alan's probably done with the hand. He is.
Call.
And it's just a call there by Deuce 9. He calls the $260 check raise, and we've got about an $800 pot here. The river's an ace. BB's got the second nut. The guy only has 200 left there in seat 5.
200.
And BB's going to bet 200.
Shut up.
And Avi calls.
Here's big.
And BB's going to take it down there with the king high flush.
That's a big
About a $1,200 pot.
How big do you want?
It's not the nuts.
Second
This is
nut.
an ace.
Close enough.
I mean, if you're sitting there with Deuce 9 and you make a flush, the pot is $210. Alan bet $60 this year. If you call,
Baby flushes, man.
You know you're calling on the river.
well, I mean, if you call, now the pot's 270, and the guy who's in Dr. BB spots is going to call $60 to win 270, getting almost 5 to 1. If he has a high heart, isn't he really getting the right price to call?
Right.
I mean, wouldn't you want to raise in between with the small flush there made
Before
on the
Dr.
turn?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, that's the whole
Yeah,
purpose of that.
I don't like the way that,
Yeah.
that he played that hand at all.
Service.
I mean, the bet was so small into the pot on the turn. You're calling. You're just pumping the odds up for the guy behind you to call with
If he has
anything
right,
higher. I
ace
mean,
of hearts.
what if he called with the
King
jack of hearts,
Right. Right.
thinking it might be good or something? You know what I mean? Or at that, of course, any dangling heart at that point.
Yes, sir. $10. 4 players.
We have a 4-way action here. Oh boy, and I'll get to it after this hand. Pot is limped around.
Check around, player.
Queen 4-6. Turn is a 5. And we have a bet here.
That's 15.
Avi bet $15 and king fine. Mo calls with the open-ended
players.
straight draw, and Bobby calls with 10 deuce.
Show.
What is Bobby doing in there with 10 deuce?
Javi's going to win with his pair of fives.
10 deuce? Wow. Well, he's got the gut shot to the 3, right?
Yeah.
And if the 3 came,
Yeah,
it
the
was
3
no
comes
good.
and someone has a 7.
Yeah.
Silly.
Well, it looks like celebrity poster on 2+2, Jive Dadson, has made his
Is
way back.
back.
He says, I'm back from Austria. Unbelievable. Maybe he went around the
25.
Vienna area. Well, we missed him, of course. I know, maybe Austria had those
You don't have
those
to look at it.
5-card no-limit draw games.
2 players.
We're heads up here. King Jack against 5-3. Mo's got top pair. And actually, seat 5's got ace queen of clubs, excuse me. King Jack against ace queen.
75.
And Avi bets 30, and Mo is going to raise him 75, and Avi is done with the hand.
You don't.
And Mo takes it down.
Put it down. Now, if you can't, do they put it up? Even if you do put it down, then you fold.
No, they can't touch it.
They can't catch it.
They can't get you. If you
So
lay
even
down
when
the hand,
Jive's not making a direct
don't
insult,
bother yourself. Don't
it seems like he's insulting us, doesn't it?
Of course.
I see nothing's changed here. What the hell does that mean?
Big one.
They don't show it unless you call.
Isaac, turn the table mics up. Just kidding.
Yes, sir.
it's so hard.
Well, we missed him, even though, he loves to criticize.
Option.
Therefore, they are
5
looking
players.
And we got
only
5-way
for
action in
players
here,
that they
limped
are
around.
calling or they are raising.
Ace King 4, all spades.
Yeah, that's different. ESPN, they edit, they
Ronnie.
put them.
Okay.
Looks like we got a dangling ace there. Mo's got ace deuce.
Nobody bet. They both checked. All 3 of them checked.
Now it's got checked around in Dr. BB here. He's got second pair.
Okay.
And let's see if Mo bets here. And he does. He bets 60. 2 purples and 2 yellows. Purples are 5. Yellows are, purples are 25. Yellows are 5.
No, let me. I tell you what I have.
And Eric's going to get away from it.
100 behind 6.
One of the biggest mistakes I see people playing are playing ace rag hands, and I want to point out that Mo there. The difference between Mo playing an ace rag hand is first it's suited, second he has position. I mean, he's looking to hit,
And he limped in
something-
cheap as well.
Right,
always
right.
show it, too.
These other players, they're playing ace 8 offsuit, ace 6
so who's gonna buy the
offsuit.
button?
What?
I got to tell
What's
you,
going
I've
on?
seen
I
Mo.
just
I mean,
can't stand that.
I can see I can see a lot of the cards that might not get up on the screen sometimes.
Right.
And Mo does not usually call a cold raise from early position if he's in late position with ace rag suited. It's just not really a profitable situation. Now, if he thinks he might be able to outplay a player who brings it in for a raise, then maybe he will. But again, definitely against a tough player, he's not going to call with ace 2 suited
Right.
to a standard raise in early position.
Service.
Pot is limped around here once again. Queen Jack 7 on the flop.
Check 2 player.
Gets checked around. The turn is a 3. Lung's picked up a pair now. Avi's got a gut shot.
Checked around again.
River's a king. And it looks like the pair of 3s is good here.
That's it.
Pretty passive table so far here, folks, tonight.
Well, most of the hands. I mean, seat 1's been a little aggressive.
Yeah, he
In the
has.
couple
He
hands
has.
he's played.
There hasn't been a lot of pre-flop raising tonight, I gotta tell you. You ever been to Austria before?
No.
No? I loved it. Very, very pretty women. Now, Austria is actually not considered Eastern Europe, even though it is. It's kind
Don't they
of
have
a
white
last...
women there?
White women?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
I don't
You
just
said
like
very.
Asian women. Come on.
You
Yeah, they look a lot like you, with
Usually
blonde
like
hair.
Asian women, but once in a while you'll find
Actually, I
white
think
women pretty.
Eastern European women are really beautiful, but
Raise to 40.
it's kind of the last country that's considered Western Europe, even though it's really far to the east. And I had a great time there. Vienna was a beautiful city. Seat 1 is raised here to 40 with Ace King, Eric. And it looks like Avi's going to make the call. Boy, he plays a lot of hands. He's got Jack 8 off suit, and we're heads up. There's the ace. Avi checks.
60.
And Eric's going to bet 60, and he's going to take it down.
There you go. Thank you. Feel better. Hey, Alan.
Hey, how you
How are you?
That's what you want to do?
I did play. Thank you.
Yeah, and some of the posts up here, and like I said, this is just an opinion thing. And I'm just saying that I tend to agree, and actually there's a good analogy made by someone here, that it's almost like a retail store. We're talking about rakeback, if anyone wants to join the discussion.
It's okay.
It's almost like a coupon.
Yeah, but Party's not offering that.
Nothing at the table.
Party's not offering the rake back. If they were offering the rake back, I say go for it. But they're not offering. What I disagree with, and I'm not even rake back is fine.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, you originally signed up, and deep down truth kind of hit it on the head.
Right here.
You signed up with Party, you agreed to their terms and violate their terms and agreements.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you get a better offer, and then you back out of what you agreed to, which is just wrong to me. But I mean, like you said earlier, I mean, we're not going to really go anywhere on this. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. That's just what I think. So,
Absolutely.
I'm not trying to convince anybody out there. It's just my opinion.
Now, the flop was Queen 10-3. It got checked around. The turn is a 10. And it got checked around again, and the river is a 5. And once again, it doesn't look like... Well, Marty's got a pair of 9s, seat 4.
Well, how about Lung? He has a straight.
Oh, Lung made a straight there at the end.
Well, on the turn.
Yeah, on the turn. And he never bet it? No, actually, you know what? Shirley, the board is... Yeah, that's...
Oh, it's wrong.
Yeah,
10,
it's
10, queen.
10 queen.
Okay. There we go. That explains it.
Yeah.
Imagine if 3 spades are out there.
It's not 9, 10, queen.
Right. And I was also looking at Marty. I'm like, why wouldn't he bet the flop there?
Right.
Yeah. Sorry about that, folks. Because I was actually looking at the King-Jack hand, and then I realized that the 10 paired. But, well, I'm not a lawyer, but there's actually interpretation, in American law, where if you sign a contract, a couple years before, and a situation has so drastically changed a couple years later, the contract doesn't necessarily have to be valid. Yeah.
But Party never changed there.
No, but what I am saying is the rakeback never agreed. It was never. There was never such a thing as rakeback.
Right.
And let's get to this after the hand here. Pocket queens here for Avi on the button.
3 players.
Seat 8 was a straddler. Avi made it 40 pre-flop, and we got 3-way action here. Jack 9-6. Seat 4, we can't see his cards. Avi's going to bet with the overpair.
60, Mo.
And Mo,
2 of you.
Mo's going to call with King 6 here. He's got single pair. Turn is a 4. And Avi's going to bet 140 now, and Mo's done with it. Basically what I'm saying is if rakeback was never around and Party said something in their terms and agreements where, terms and conditions where, we don't allow somebody to come along or somebody to make a deal where you get part of your money back, not talking about rakeback. And then all of a sudden rakeback is kind of invented. Just because you signed up for the terms and conditions a couple years back and then something new has come up doesn't necessarily mean you're always going to be in violation. I hope you can follow that.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, but I'm sure that's not what their terms and conditions probably
I don't know.
says
I
something
don't
to
know
the effect of that you can't,
3 players.
sign up under a skin.
Look at this. Avi's got pocket aces. He raised it.
I'm the guppy.
He made it 40 to go. Alan called with the queen 7, and he's hit top pair. Mo's got jack 9. Mo's got an open-ended straight draw.
570.
Look at this. Avi's going to bet 65, and Mo's going to check raise, semi-bluff.
A whole bunch.
A whole bunch.
575.
575.
Put him all in if he wants
And
to call.
Avi quickly calls with the
I
overpair.
was bluffing. Nothing. Yeah, you were.
So Mo's got a draw
he
here.
says he has nothing, but he has a draw.
We got about a $1,000 pot here. Jack 9 against
An
aces.
8 or a king.
And sometimes they'll run the cards multiple times here.
You may get less.
But I don't think they're going to do a deal. Turn is a 6. Mo needs a king or an 8.
Queen 7.
The river's a 4. And that's going to do it. Avi's going to take it down there with the overpair. And it's always interesting. Now, Avi only had, say, 500 left. And I would have made that call against Mo because he was liable to do that. But when you get deeper into no limit, and let's say we were at the 10-20 game and we both had 10,000 in front of me,
He had 470.
I bet and Mo check raises me at 3,000.
Alan.
Now you're kind of put in a spot where,
Again me.
Right.
if Mo flop queen 10, I'm behind.
Well, yeah, it would be a brilliant move, by Mo if he moved in like that. If he did have a huge hand like that, if he would have to know that Avi had aces.
Yeah.
But, you know, that huge raise, it's a pretty easy call for me with aces because I don't think he would play a set or two pair like that.
Yeah.
You know, I think he would slow play it a little
Do
more.
not do that.
No, I want to do that.
Do not do that, please. Thank you.
All right.
4 players.
We got four-way action here. Limped around once again. And then the flop comes 10, 9, 6, couple spades. Mo's got top pair.
Yeah.
And it got checked around, and now the turn's a 10. Mo's made trips. And he's going to bet 75. Bobby's going to call with the queen 9.
75.
Alan's got a flush draw now. The board is paired.
Let's see. Do I have what I think I have?
Well, you do have a flush draw, Alan, but the board is paired. If the king of clubs comes, you're going to be in a world of hurt,
Right.
and he does call.
Well, Alan has a straight draw, too.
I know I have what I
Yeah, he's got a gut shot to
He
the
has a
7.
7.
Yep.
7 draw.
3 players.
So if a 7 of clubs or a king of clubs comes,
He's right.
well, the river's a deuce. Look at this. Mo checks it. Well, it's a third spade. And Alan's going to bet. But it's only, how much is he betting here? 200? He's going to bet as a bluff.
That's too much money. You call 100? That's too much money.
The pot is now 500 and it's 200 for Mo to call.
I take that 200 is too much money.
I think Mo will call, though.
Well, Alan did not, it got checked around on the flop, so you might think that Alan might have bet into a spade draw. He was in late position. He checked it. The river has come a spade, and Alan's missed his draw, but he's going to bet as a bluff.
If Mo thinks about this, I think he'll make this call.
And he does. He
There
does
you
make
go.
the call.
Good hand.
And Mo takes it down with the chip 10s.
So you call, you win. Oh, I called, I win? Yeah.
King 10 is good.
So you call, you win, man. Nice call.
Save me money. What was the winning hand?
310, sir, with the king kicker.
Again, I didn't bet you enough. You see?
I don't think so.
You didn't even have a flush.
Fast player.
Last time we tried that, it didn't work out.
Fast player.
Flush is a little scary.
Fast player.
Yeah.
Ace King offsuit here in seat number 9. He's in the small blind.
75.
And Mo's going to raise it up here. He's got position. He's got 8-6 of hearts. Makes it 75 to go. And small blind's going to just call with the Ace King. BB's got a Queen 10 that he limped in there on the cutoff. Queen 10 offsuit. Now Mo could take this one down if Bobby misses. And I think Mo just whispered to Bobby, told him what he thought he had. Flop comes Jack 10-3. Now Mo hasn't hit any of it, but Bobby checks and Mo's going to bet. And yeah, Bobby's not going to call. Mo's going to take it down with nothing. Sometimes raising, with hands like that against weaker players on the button, on the cutoff, in position. If they don't hit their flop, they muck. Check muck. That's exactly what happened.
Do you think Bobby's a weaker player? I don't know if I would categorize him as that. But I've only seen him play a couple times.
No,
so.
I mean,
I think
he tends to be a little bit tight.
predictable, right?
Yeah, predictable. And I don't mean weak in any, demeaning type of way, but I might mean tight in the terms of, well, if I don't hit it, I'm going to check and fold.
Right.
But he still might be a winning player, but just in those certain circumstances, he might be a little tight. Got a live straddle here. So it was 20 to call. And seat 2 called. We're heads up 8-4 against 9-3 offsuit. Flop comes Ace Queen 4. Lung has bet here with the pair of 4s and he takes it down. Alan was the straddler, the big blind call. He jibed Dadson said he met a Chinese woman in Paris. So there you go.
He's trying to make you jealous.
Yep.
You described somebody saying you describe somebody as nice. Does that mean they're ugly?
Nice?
Well, he said I met a
40.
nice Chinese lady, rather than saying I met a pretty.
No, nice means pretty.
You think?
Yeah, of course it does,
No,
right,
it
Isaac?
doesn't.
For a guy? Of
No,
course.
like if I'm going to set you up with somebody and I say, hey, I got this girl. She's really nice.
Oh,
What are you gonna think?
No, but he's saying it as an adjective, like
Five players.
nice, like sweet,
nice?
nice.
Okay.
We got 5-way action here. Seat 1 was the Razor. He made it 20 to go with ace 10 of diamonds. Looks like a lot of people called him. The flop comes 5-5 deuce. BB's got an overpair over there in seat 7. And it gets checked to him, and he's going to bet. He bets 40. And Eric calls with the ace 10. He's got backdoor diamonds and a overcards.
Two of you.
Pot is now about $200. The turn is an 8.
40.
And BB's going to bet 40 into a $200 pot. Eric's not going to stick around. And Dr. BB takes it down there with the overpair. Well, here you go. Gone broke on 2+2 as written, I guess, what the terms and conditions were on the party website.
Party.
You shall not and shall not authorize, assist, or encourage any third party to offer any so-called rake-back schemes or similar, which offers or allows a proportion of the player's rake to be returned to the player in any form. Well, thank
There you go.
Gone Broke. And again,
And
I
to
don't-
think that some people think I know nothing.
well, I don't know when that was posted up. I don't know if that's been there originally. I don't know much about the situation. I'm just throwing it out there for discussion.
Well, like I said, I mean, I know what I know, and you know, I'm going to do what I think is right. You do what you think is right. I'm not here to change anybody's mind on it.
More players.
3-way action, and it's limped around. Ace, king, queen.
Alan. Okay. 35.
Bobby's going to bet here. 35. He's got a top pair, the ace. Doesn't look like anyone can call. Well, the other thing, too, that I was reading a thread on 2+2, that wasn't the case, or what party was claiming it, that it wasn't the case that they were doing that to eliminate the rake back anyways from the skins, that it had to do with compatibility with some of the new casino games that they put in their platform. Now you can play blackjack
Yeah, they
right
have
on the
a
table,
blackjack and they have
side betting.
Yeah, the side bet of
Yeah.
whether the flop is all black or all red.
That's what I think that
kind
someone
of
said that their reasoning was. Obviously, take it for what it's worth.
Ooh, here we
Pocket
go,
aces.
aces.
Mo.
And then we have jacks there, too.
And BB's raised with jacks. Makes it 20.
60.
And Mo's going to re-raise to 60. Wow, and Eric's going to come in with ace-8 of clubs. Now, that's the type of hand that I'm not going to come in with the raise and the re-raise. Especially Dr. BB raising, and then Mo re-raising. And Alan comes in from the button with queen-jack offsuit. Wow.
Block party.
In no-limit games, big no-limit games, I like playing suited aces.
And Avi's in with queen-deuce.
Well, that's just retarded.
King 9-4, couple diamonds. Mo's hand is good here. It's a $300 pot right now, and Mo's going to bet 220. No one has a king here. I don't think anyone can get involved. No one has a diamond draw
And that was a great card for Dr. Beebe. I mean, it's a great flop for him.
to get away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. 2 jacks, no diamond in his hand.
Alan actually had queen jack there, and Mo's going to take it down. The overpair. Well, again, you said you like suited aces and no limit, but to a tight player raising an early to mid position and then a re-raise?
If, I'm not familiar with Dr. Beebe. I don't care if he's tight and he has aces. If a player is not capable of laying down that hand, and I can make a huge, score
Yeah.
by hitting 2 pair, well, obviously, if he hit the ace, it wasn't going to be good.
Well, we're just going to look at another chip count, and we'll continue that thought here. Lung, did he rebuy there, or has he just been kind of moving up a little bit? He's got 2350. Allen is moved a little bit down from his 1600, and Mo with that last hand, I think he's now up to about 16 or 1700. I think Mo's the big winner so far.
Yeah.
We got another big hand brewing here.
40.
Eric's got pocket kings. He's going to raise it up to 40. And C2's got an ace queen of spades right to his left. So if you think
80.
and look at this, he's going to re-raise with the ace queen. He makes it 80. And let's see what Eric does with the kings. Is he going to play it slow heads up, or is he going to re-raise?
40 more. Raise it.
And he is going to re-raise.
No, you know what? 100? You know what?
Just 100, it sounds like.
Raise 100.
And ace queen quickly calls. And we're looking at about a $400 pot here. Here we go to the flop. Heads up, kings against ace queen. Not a bad flop for kings. He's got the king of diamonds in his hand too. 884. $400 pot. Might you check this one time and think that maybe a guy has an overpair that might be a little less than yours, or try to induce
With
a
the
bluff?
kings?
With the kings, yeah.
I don't think so.
Just to get a little tricky?
I don't think I would. I think I would make a bet.
He's gonna
I
move
don't
all
know if
in.
I would go all in, but
He's going to move all in. Well, the problem here with Lung is that he can't beat ace king
right.
either. You
Right.
know? He can't beat ace king.
And the one thing that I've noticed, but these players aren't able to notice, is that on these paired boards, when it's been checked to Lung, he's been betting with his ace high, thinking his ace high was
Well,
good.
that's what I was
But
thinking.
we know that,
Yeah.
you know. So Eric
Yeah.
doesn't know that. Had he checked, Lung probably would have bet.
Yeah. I mean, I just can't imagine that Lung, if I checked here, that Lung would not bet. But I might be wrong, and you could get burned if you let him have a free card and ace comes off. Now he's going to move all in for, it looks like, probably about 600. 5 to 600, I would say.
What? Are there whites up there?
4 to 600? Well, we'll count it down. I thought that they were maybe $150 stacks.
I think they were 25 to 25 chip stacks.
Yeah, it's like
We'll find out here. There's,
They're 150 stacks?
I don't think that was.
So it's about 4 and change, I think. 475 maybe. 465, okay.
465 all in.
So the pot is about 865, give or take. 465 to call. And again, I mean,
No, I know.
the guy re-raised your re-raise pre-flop. I don't really know what you can be thinking about with ace
No.
queen. You take
No.
the guy; he's taken all the play out of it because he's all in.
Right.
So
You got a pocket pair? I would think you do. I would think you do. You raised me 80. Right, Mo? What do you think?
You could have pocket ten.
Better.
What do you think?
Me?
I'm saying he could have pocket ten. I think it's not flush draw.
and he's gonna muck
Me?
it.
Donna,
He's got ace.
And Eric takes it down there with the overpair.
he's gonna have five here. Tell them.
Right?
No.
So I was saying that,
Kings, sir.
you know, if
Kings and eights.
I play suited aces, if I think the person can't make a laydown, and I can get paid off from them for all the chips.
Both of them, they are right.
So,
You mean if you
You know,
flop
I-
like a flush draw? You mean?
Right there.
Or I mean, what are you trying to hit there? What are you trying to flop?
if I make two pair,
Okay, I don't see.
if I flop
I don't see
8-8,
two chips up there.
will players be able to get away from their overpairs? If someone has kings, someone has someone has ace king. You know, I mean, we know that guy had aces, but if I was sitting there, I don't know he has aces. If I flop ace 8 and he had kings or queens, would he be able to get away from it? If he had ace king, would he be able to get
See,
away
I
from
like
it?
taking that type of, I like to have that kind of attitude with a pocket pair.
I-
Where actually you
right.
think you can hit
Well,
it
those are
and
the
get
two
rid of it.
things that, pocket pair and suited aces and suited connectors as well.
80.
Now we got a raise here,
Jacks?
and I'm put a thought out there. I don't know the answer to it, but someone might be able to help me in
players.
internet. I've actually never thought of it, but we'll get to it at the end of this hand. So king queen against pocket eights, $80 raise pre-flop here by Lung.
Cocktail.
And C2 bets
80.
here. He bets 80.
How are you? You have this card?
You don't chew?
You have it. This is last. He said already. No, I don't. Look at it.
And I don't think Alec can do anything with this.
Hi, how are you? I don't have it today.
Thank you.
What I was going to tell you, what I was going to say to you is, of course, the odds of hitting a set on that flop
Trips.
is
With ace-8, you mean?
no. Well, what I'm saying is that the odds of hitting a set are better than the odds of hitting 2 pair. Correct?
Oh,
on a flop.
okay.
I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know the specific odds, but I think it is. So that's why I think the pocket pairs can take a little
Well,
more
I
heat than
agree
ace.
with you. I like
know?
pocket pairs, and I like suited aces.
I mean, the chances that you're going to hit a set are a lot better than flopping trip 8s with ace 8.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah. That's all. That's all.
4 players.
We got 4-way action. Oh boy, and diamonds are well represented here. C2's got king jack, and
20.
Mo's got ace 5 of diamonds. The flop comes queen 8 9, couple diamonds. And Avi's going to bet here with bottom pair. Mo's got a straight draw too. Looks like he just called.
3 players. Affordable.
And Lung is called as
They
well,
just
so
called.
if we see a diamond here, well, the turn is a 5. And now Mo has a pair. Looks like Mo is checked from up front. And now Lung looks like he might bet here.
150.
He's going to bet 150. Well, be interesting how that 5 would help anyone.
Well, if Lung had a 6-7, so
Yeah.
he represents the straight, and if he hits his flush, he's thinking it's good.
Mo has the best hand right now.
Yes, he does. Best hand, best draw.
Yeah. I mean, Lung would have to catch a non...
He would have to
Suited-
catch a king
yeah,
or jack.
Yeah, king
Well,
or
would
jack or a
it
10
would
that's not
obviously
a
be
diamond.
not
Yeah,
suited.
and Mo lays it down. I don't think there was enough money there in the pot.
I did.
I
It
think
fell out.
Mo just didn't want to get involved.
310. Yeah, you guys got it. Save money back.
There was no money in the fight.
Hey, man, that's stop it.
So we're getting word again. I said that Barry Woods was going to be in the game tomorrow night, and Dimitri, Action Dimitri, will be here
Oh,
tomorrow
yeah.
too. So,
He was wild.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Oh, it's a baseball championship. Minor league, like semi.
Seat 1 is raised
That's
here.
60.
Pocket 10s. Pocket 3s and seat 3 is called. King Queen offsuit and seat 4 is called. And Bobby's got an Ace Queen suited. So we got some more big hands. It's a $60 pre-flop raise.
4 players.
We've got $240 in the pot here. Here we go. And the flop comes Jack 9-5. Bobby's got overcards in the nut flush draw. He's first to act. He checks it. Eric, who's the original
75.
raiser, he's going to bet 75. Into a $240 pot. Alan's quickly done with it. Marty's done.
200.
And Bobby's going to check raise here.
Drawing, huh?
And Eric says, you're drawing.
You're
huh?"
drawing.
But I got to say, the odds are close here. Now, Eric's got a 10 of spades in his hand, but overcards on a flush draw
Right.
is usually going to be a couple points favored with 2 cards to come over an under pair. And it's real tough for Eric to call here with pocket 10s. It's a $200 check raise. And he asks if I call, can we check it to the river?
I have to.
And again, the problem for Eric here is that if he calls,
Done.
what's going to happen on the turn? Now, he is in position, but we were talking about this before the broadcast, where being in early position can sometimes be an advantage if you're the aggressor.
Right.
a Barry Woods-esque situation that Eric is in and see
Well, yeah. See, I mean, Eric now has thought so long that it's pretty easy for Bobby to pull the trigger one more time. You know, comfortably pull the trigger again on the turn.
Well, do you think at this point the guy has an overpair? Or you wouldn't even be thinking this long? I would be thinking this long. Especially against Bobby, who's check raised. Because Bobby doesn't play a lot of hands.
Well, yeah. What I'm saying is he's let Bobby know that he's not comfortable. If
Right.
he makes a call, he doesn't really like his hand very much.
I'm just wondering what Bobby puts Eric on right now.
You would have to put him on a weak jack, right? A
Well,
weak
I mean, what
jack
if he had?
or
What I'm saying is, would he think that he
One
might
pair.
have ace jack or an overpair, or he wouldn't be thinking this long if he did?
I don't think that. Right. I don't think.
Look at
that,
this. He is going to make. It looks like the call. Is he going to?
125.
He's making
So
the
this
call.
is going to be interesting. And if your Bobby's in an automatic all-in here on the turn, because of
Pretty
what you just
much,
said,
yeah.
because of what you just said, it's about a $600 pot here. And 8 peels off on the turn, and there you go. He moves all in quickly, and now Eric has an open-ended straight draw. He's picked up an open-ended straight draw with his pocket tens. The pot was 600 before this street. Bobby looks like he's moving in for another. Are those double-sized stacks there? Probably like 650. So the pot is probably somewhere around 1,300, 650 for Eric to call. And like you said, he's put himself in this position where you know he's not comfortable with his hand.
That's a tough call.
Well, now,
I mean, he made the right prediction saying you're on a draw, but that's a.
well, now one of Bobby's outs is gone. If he hits a queen, it's no good. It would complete Eric's straight. And this is just one of those situations where it's like, if you're going to call on the turn, you better be ready to call an all-in bet. If you're going to call on the flop, you better be ready to call an all-in bet on the turn, right? Or you got to think that that's a possibility. What is he
Right.
going to check raise
Right.
you, then check the turn? And look, well, he's gonna put his cards face up, which is legal in cash game play. And I don't even think Bobby's looked at it. Looked at the cards. Well, that's one way of doing it. If you don't want to give an opponent a read on you, just don't look at the cards that they flash up. 650. If he calls, it will be about a $2,000 pot. He's getting about 2 to 1, and he's going to make the call. He makes the call, so we got one card to go. And let's see the river. The river is a 7. It's a
in a
club.
straight.
And Eric makes a straight. He had the best hand the whole time, and Bobby can't believe that he made that call. Well, Barry, Bobby, I got to say, go back to the archives and watch some of the calls here at Live at the Bike by one Barry Woods, and you would be. That's not necessarily the biggest call you've ever seen in your life, right?
That was a pretty big call.
Ace queen.
Oh, dude.
Give me a rebate.
$2,000 pot there.
That's a good
What's my rebate, man? 200?
Well, again, with 2 cards to come,
Yeah, but when you go, your tails go, dude. That's how you protect your hand.
He is so full of it.
he said your
is-
tells.
He is so full of it.
580.
Wow.
So what's my rebate? 200?
I mean, Bobby could have. You obviously got to put the guy on a range of hands when he check raises you. He could have a set. He could have Jack 9. I think he was in the
He has
blind,
to break a 5.
if I'm correct. Was he in the blind there? Where was the button on that hand there, Ronnie? Yeah, he was in the blind. So he could represent a lot of different things.
I
You
did.
know, if you put him on overcards
Look at that draw.
and a flush draw, or even a straight draw and a flush draw, you're not that big of a favorite, and you might be a dog with 2 cards to come. So that was what makes it a really, really tough call. Because at best, I think you're 50-50.
Right.
At best.
Right.
And then the other times you're beat.
Right.
So that's why I think I would make the lay down.
Right.
Well, other people might say,
And
I
I
think
don't-
I have the best hand, so I'm going to call. Well, that's another way of thinking, too, I guess. But I really think that you have to break it down into a range of hands, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think he really did. I don't think he brought it down. When he called, do you think, I mean, he kind of like gave up, okay.
I thought that
I
he was
call.
going to muck on the turn, but like I said, once you call the check raise, now, in essence, what Steve Tuckman likes to say, you have induced pretty much an all-in bluff on the turn, regardless of what the guy has.
Right.
You're going to have to call an all-in bet. And we said it, and it happened immediately. So, you know, And that's the biggest pot of the night there.
Yeah, and Bobby had him covered, so I think he only has like $15 in front of him, but
Yeah.
he has something.
He said it because he said
Yeah,
it.
but that's still pretty good.
It was generous. Very generous.
Yeah, we play together. It's not even that. It's just,
I'm okay.
So that was
I made a
pretty
bold call.
pretty interesting hand
That
there.
was.
Pretty
Yeah.
interesting hand.
I can't believe you called.
I think you made a good call on the turn. I would call with your hand also. On the
I
turn,
know you would.
I would definitely call.
Most people here would,
Pair and open
It's just,
ended.
I'll tell you
I would call.
what bothered me the most was other people calling time. Seriously.
Oh yeah. With one
So
difference.
Eric is the big winner tonight.
It's a subconscious mind.
Pretty
I
big
was very,
call.
very powerful.
Right away.
It wasn't a call of time. It was because
Maybe a few seconds. But I would
you were
call.
trying to verbally talk to him and get it. That's where the objections came from. Just see. It wasn't a matter of-
Looks like Avi has raised to 25 here with pocket deuces.
Pair and open ended. And
Two
the way
players.
he was betting, I would
They do it all the time.
definitely.
Did you say anything when Alan and Mo were doing it?
You know,
And the flop comes 10-9-3. Now Eric actually has the best hand here.
He's so busy stacking his chips,
Yeah.
I don't even know if he'll bother with it.
Just two of them.
Check. Go.
He's checked,
50.
and he's not going to get involved. Now Russ McGinley's posted things for the odds. He says that flopping a set is about 2.5 times higher than flopping a two pair. That's why I like to say that.
With any two non-pair.
Yeah, and especially that's why a pocket pair can take more heat than even a suited connector in a raise and a re-raise pot, because normally you're going to face a giant bet on the flop. Because usually with
Well, the small pocket pairs are so easy because they're easy to get away
right,
from.
but with the suited
hit.
connector, I mean, you might get yourself in trouble because you might flop a big draw,
Right.
and the chances that you're going to flop two pair are so much less than, like I said, flopping a set with a pocket pair. So,
Or someone
take
that
it
plays
for
a suited ace and hits an ace might not be able to get
Right.
away from it.
right.
50 more.
Or if you're going to say, well, I'm only going to play this if I hit two pair of trips with ace eight.
Yes.
Well,
Well,
that's not
I
gonna
agree
happen
with
very much.
you. You know, I mean, I agree. I love, the pocket pairs too, but I'm not, I like suited aces. Not as much as the pairs, like you're saying, but I'm still willing to play them against opponents that I don't think will make playdowns.
Pocket nines here for Mo. He brought it in for $60, it looks like. Dr. BB's got a king rag suited over there.
50 more.
No, I don't play king high suited cards.
Two players.
No? How about 8-3 suited? Avi's in there with that.
Yeah, that's a little too big gap there.
Queen 3 queen, so Avi's hit the flop. Mo's going to bet. Bets 125.
And Abby hit his 3.
And Avi quickly calls. Turns a queen, and now Mo probably feels better about his hand, I got to think. Mo bets 200, and Avi quickly calls. The river's an ace. Avi checks. And Mo's going to make a value bet here.
That's a nice
Maybe he
bet.
puts the guy on a 3 or a smaller pocket pair. He's going to bet 400.
You bet 150, 200.
Wow, and Avi makes the call with the pair of threes. And Mo quickly takes down a $1,200 pot with queens full of nines. Wow, unbelievable.
Mo really played that hand well. He got a lot of value out of that, and he
Yeah.
didn't let that, the
Yeah.
3 queen scare him or the ace scare him.
I bet 75. You had even, so you had like 620.
Yeah, he had six, about 660.
I think you had more. I might have got
More than that,
those are two.
665. When it started, I had like 900 something. I don't think you had like. Whatever.
Seat 4's got a little queen
Raise
jack
20
suited.
more.
And he's going to raise it out of the big blind, 20 more, pumping the pot up a bit.
All in.
And Bobby's going to move all in here, pulling the limp re-raise all in. He's got just queen 8.
Queen ace.
Let's see how much more it is.
175. 180.
100,
Why?
180.
Clark, why?
Why what? Why do that?
Why would you do that with queen 8?
He might be frustrated. He
hand
might
you
think
choose?
that. He might think that.
Come on, you could pick king high, ace high. 2 cards that work together a little better.
Well, now BB's thinking I don't know what he's thinking with Jack 10 there. Obviously, in this case, if the guy has ace rag with all 5 cards to come, you're behind. And he's behind with Queen 8 as well. I mean, BB would be behind where it was in Jack 10, but it actually wouldn't be that much. And Bobby takes it down, picks up the limbers. Interesting little tidbit. Usually you only see it in tournaments that, normally when you say over cards against a small pair, the small pair is going to be a slight favorite in a race situation with all 5 cards to come. But actually against Jack 10, and specifically Jack 10 suited, that hand's actually favored over like pocket deuces, pocket threes by a couple percentage points because of the straight possibilities and such.
Well, I think specifically against pocket deuces, and I'm not exactly sure, aren't the overcards favored against pocket deuces?
It's real close to 50-50.
Well, I know it's
king
real close.
Deuces.
Yeah, I know
With
it's
all
real
the cards
close,
live.
to 50-50 against, like, say, 6s, 7s, 8s, whatever. But I thought against deuces, it was the 2 live cards that were a favorite.
No, I think I think the deuces are still a slight favorite. If you're looking at the ace-king suited, it's almost exactly 50-50.
33.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll go home and run it, but...
But it's just something to think about when you might have Jack 10 in a tournament that, if the guy has a smaller pocket pair, you're really not in bad shape. If he has ace rag, you're really not in bad shape. Usually you go in for those high cards, but Jack 10 might not necessarily be a bad hand to call an all-in with a big stack. If the guy's on a short stack and you're defending your blind, or to move, obviously. Pot is limped around here. King 10-9, couple diamonds. Checked around, the turn's a deuce of clubs. Navi's going to bet. Bets 40.
Thank you.
And he's going to take it down. Again, if you want to follow a live thread that started on the internet, you can go to 2plus2.com, spelled out, click on the forum section. And we are here under World Poker Tour and other televised tournaments, the official Live the Bike thread for October 11th. You can also email us at live@thebike.com. Pot looks like it's limped around.
5 players.
5-way action.
3-2, Angels.
Queen 7 queen. And Avi looks like he's just playing every hand.
Yeah, I think so.
He's on the button. He's got 5-8 off suit. Gets checked around. The turn is a 9. Checked around again. The river is a king, and that gives Allen the best hand.
30.
What's your kicker? Yes, kicker.
Right.
Nice hand.
I didn't have a flush.
Thank you.
And did BB bet there, or he bet there at the end? Well, he made a straight. He had the best hand. Didn't pick that up, sorry, folks.
You should say, I don't
Jack
even have
10
to
for a
swear.
straight. And he took it down. C2's got ace king here. And he just limps in.
5 players.
We got 5-way action. And the flop comes 9-8-6, couple diamonds. Dr. Beauty has a flush draw. The turn is a 6. And Mo is going to bet out here with King 8 now. And he appears to have the best hand. Avi calls with the open-ended straight draw. Bobby calls with 58, but he's out kicked.
That and boost three is the same.
And let's see if BB wants to chase the flush there with a paired board. Avi, I believe, is still in the hand in C5 with 7-3.
No diamond.
Yep.
No diamond.
And the river is a 3.
I got to see myself.
And looks like Mo's hand is good here. And he's going to bet $40. Bobby quickly calls. And Mo's got him out kicked.
Okay.
Send it, baby. Send it.
See, lucky chips down there. That's it.
No. Yes, I need double up. You want double up? Come on in. You gotta buy lottery ticket to win this ticket. And I want you to double up. How about that? What? I want you to double up. How about that? So every time I'm in, come on in. All right. I'll try.
Do you think Jennifer Harmon is yummy? I'm just addressing a post here on
Now I
2+2.
come into double
Do you know her personally?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Even that, I give $20 more double up.
Is that a bad thing to say? It seems
I hope you are
pretty
not gonna
lady.
double someone else off.
Pretty lady. Yeah. Nice.
5 player.
You got 5-way action here. Looks like it was limped around once again. 9-4-6, couple hearts.
75.
Avi's got pocket threes. He's going to bet. Doesn't look like anyone else had a pair here.
Yeah, Dr. Beebe did. He had top
Oh,
pair.
yeah, he's got 7-9, and he's going to call. Now, Allen, he has a gut shot to the 7. And he's going to make the call. Chasing there are 2 hearts on board.
3 players.
We've got 3-way action. And look at that. The turn's a 7, but it's the 7 of hearts. And BB's made 2 pair. And Avi moves all in. Allen checks. Avi moves all in. BB's got top 2 pair. And here's a problem with chasing a gut shot with a 2-suited
Allen
board.
straight, yeah.
Does Allen know if his hand's good?
He was the original best, right? He made the original
7 of hearts comes off on the
I
turn.
think if Dr. Beebe folds, he'll make the call.
It looks like it's 193 here into about, I want to say a $350 pot. So the pot is about $550, around 200 to call.
I'll call.
And BB calls.
You call?
BB calls, and now Allen.
Allen's really thrown for a loop.
I mean, this could really, really protect Avi now that BB calls.
It's not possible 2 flushes.
And Allen says it's not possible 2 flushes. But if he makes the call, he has to deal with BB.
Right.
There's going to be a side pot that's built. Just see time and time and again chasing straight draws with that flush board.
Gamble.
And you get there and he doesn't know it's good, but he makes the call. So the pot now is about, I want to say, $900. The river's a deuce.
And they
And
both check.
BB checks, and Allen checks behind him, and the straight is good.
Yeah, Avi was drawn dead there. He didn't even have the 3 hearts.
Do you put a bet in there on the side against Dr. BB, or do you just want to check it down and hope your hand's good?
They said off suit, not suited.
I mean, it's
Off
interesting.
suit.
You gotta
Yeah.
play that.
Not even one card.
Do I owe money? It's one of my first Do I owe money?
Yeah, 3 chip to come in.
Like I said, I
And
gamble.
Allen takes down a
Yeah,
big
$15.
pot.
Crazy play.
Small blind, big blind.
Crazy play.
Look at Eric. Big winner for the night.
Crazy play.
Time.
Is that Mo drinking a Corona? Oh.
Okay, go ahead, option. No, you already in. Check. 75.
And Mo's going to raise. He's got a suited connector, 4-3 of clubs. He makes it 75 to go. Again, I really don't mind this play. If you definitely can outplay the players and you're in position. Obviously, you don't see Mo do this under the gun or in early position. BB makes the call with a little suited connector. So, you know, if BB doesn't hit the flop and Mo bets, you know, he could just take it down here. King 10-6. And I think if Mo does that, yeah, and of course he bets. And BB immediately folds.
Yeah, Mo's great at that. I mean, he doesn't miss those opportunities.
No. I mean, checking that flop when it's checked you with 4-3 of clubs is probably the absolute worst thing that you could ever do.
Right.
When you're the pre-flop raiser in position. Because you're not raising to try to hit 3-4.
No.
You know?
Try to make a straight.
Right.
Try to flop a straight.
Right.
Yes.
Total 40?
Total 30. 3 players.
We got three-way action. 8-6-6, couple spades. Turn is a queen.
Check again. Bet 50.
And Eric's going to bet here with the top pair. He bets 50 and looks like he's going to take it down.
Thank you.
And looks like seat 6, boy, he's been away for a while and he's come back into the game, hasn't he? David? Looks like he took a pretty long break.
Mm-hmm.
We've got three-way action limped around ace rag suited, and king 9. And Eric hits top pair. I think that thing's pretty cool that David has.
Yeah, I think so.
And David's had top pair too, and he's outkicked Eric. He's got him outkicked. That's at $30 here. See what Eric does with the king 9.
300, thank you.
60.
He's going to raise the minimum. Makes it 60.
Yes, yes.
Remember, David earlier mucked the top pair on the river back in, the first 15 minutes of the show for no real reason.
Well, I mean, there was a flush possibility, but I mean, if he thought that
the way the
his
hand
opponent
played
had
out.
already had a flush, he wouldn't have made the call on the turn.
No. Just grab half of that back.
Okay, you take it
right there.
And David looks like he's going to make the call.
60.
Now, it was just a 30 raise, 60 total.
That's okay.
No, it's okay.
The turn is a queen.
All right, I'll check.
Check, check. And the river's a 7. And ace 9 is good.
Check.
And it just gets checked down there.
Ace kicker.
Good hand.
Sometimes I'm always miffed about the play here. If I've got king 9 on that flop and the turn's a queen, how does that really slow me down in position? I mean, do I put the guy on ace 9?
Small blind.
It wouldn't slow you down, would it? Wow.
He didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything?
He's dollar. He's dollar.
He didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything.
No, he's done.
I mean, you can't always be scared of the board cards falling, right? You have to look at the texture of the board and figure out.
Because the guys get up, he didn't say anything. Yeah, he didn't say anything.
His money.
That's his money.
Give him 20 minutes.
Down 1,000.
Could I get away with that sometimes? Bring a little telescope and just look at
He go
girls
to find out.
at the table. Oh, it's my sight. My eyesight. I think the thing looks pretty cool.
He's gonna come back, but still, you never know.
Take a look at the cocktail waitress.
Just one more.
Yeah, but I mean, he's using that to look at the cards. I think as soon as you move your head towards the towards the rear of the cocktail waitress, you give yourself away.
You gotta come here. Then he's gonna sit down.
If he wants that seat.
No, I'm telling him already.
No, I know.
Jack 5-8 here on the flop. It was limped around.
If he wants
Checked around on the flop. Now David's picked up trips in seat 6.
He went down 2 buy-ins there.
Right.
You may not want it.
And, you know, knowing Alan, he's the type of player that's going to call here. I just know a lot of these guys pretty well, just been seeing them for thousands of hours of live play. And I might be wrong, but a $50 bet here. Let's see if Alan calls with the 8. Wow, he quickly mucks. Well, eat a little crow there.
Thank you, sir. Okay, big blind.
And we're going to take a look at another chip count. So Eric's up to 1,700, and do we know what he started with? It was under 1,000.
Well,
right?
we know Lung was the leader last time. He's still the leader, and Mo's really like way up there.
But I'm trying to figure out who's the biggest winner.
Right.
Oh, but we got a big hand. We'll get back to this chip count. Aces, queens, and jacks.
Oh wow.
And Alan, he's pulled the limp under the gun with aces. Seat 4 raises with queens. The button calls the jack 10.
Okay, raise.
The blind calls with pocket jacks, and Alan's going to pull the limp re-raise.
Raise.
And how much is he going to make it?
125
He's going to make it 125 more. It was a $50 raise. We got called in 4 different spots. Mo is not in the hand, I do not believe. 125 more. And Queens quickly makes the call. What's Dr. Beebe going to do now with the jacks? David should really release his hand.
I don't know. Is 1,000?
He's going to make the call. And quickly, we've got about a $600 pot. Aces, queens, jacks. Here we go to the flop. And there's the set for Dr. Beebe.
Wow.
Right off the bat. And it's all undercards to aces and queens. And he checks it. And we could see a gigantic pot here. Alan's going to bet $400 into a $600 pot. Pot's now $1,000, $400 to call. Let's see if Marty raises. He makes the
He's just
call.
calling.
He
Wow.
calls.
No.
Now the pot's $1,400. And now BB's got to know these guys have overpairs. Look at the board. It's a rainbow board, Jack 9-4. I mean, what do you do here?
All in.
He's going to move all in.
I don't think he had. Yeah.
He's got white chips there. He moves all in for looks like 1,300. Maybe 900 more.
All in, and then he calls.
And Alan calls. And Marty calls.
Oh, okay.
Wow. We've got over a $3,000 pot here. The turn is a 6. The river's a 3, and Dr. Beebe takes it all with a set of jacks.
Pot of the night.
Everyone calls. What a perfect flop for jacks against 2 overpairs. Way to go, Dr. Beebe.
6, 7, 8.
The pot was $1,400 to him. He made the call and moved all in for an additional $900, so that means the pot's $2,700. Alan calls. That makes it $3,600, and then seat 4 calls for a little less, which would probably maybe another $400. About a $4,000 pot right there. $4,000 pot. Dr. Beebe takes it. The biggest pot of the night, folks.
That's amazing.
Wow. Yep.
What a great flop for jacks against aces and queens. Unbelievable. And that, I really like the way that BB played it. I mean, I guess you might bet into Allen, but if you put the people on like hands, like you think that C4 is a type player and that he might have another overpair, then that's exactly the way to play it.
Right.
Because if you bet into him, Allen might raise and you might got the guy in the middle and fold. He check raised all in there. And I got to tell you,
Well,
though,
it worked brilliantly this time, that's for sure.
well, queens, I mean, you can criticize the guy in seat 4 for playing queens that way. I think he just had a lot of money in there. But if you're deeper and you call a pre-flop raise against a limp re-raiser, and now you've got the guy who limp re-raised betting strong, you call in between. It's even questionable, maybe even a call there with queens, but you call, and now a guy like BB check raises you from up front. You've got to be done with the hand. There's no way that queens is good there. I mean, if you really, really want to get good at no limit, you've got to make those laydowns with overpairs.
Okay, all in.
Obviously, you got to play the players.
125. Time.
We got a raise here all in the big blind. It looks like after a few limpers. He just has ace-6 off suit, and Allen's going to make the call with 8-10 of diamonds. Wow. Well, again, those hands are valuable in no limit, but not with all 5 cards coming out heads up. He makes the all-in call with 8-10 of diamonds. So ace-6 against 10-8 of diamonds. Now it might be a little bit on tilt from the last hand.
Ace high, ace king. You got the king, right?
King, deuce, 9. Turns the king. And the river is an 8, and Allen spikes it at the end.
8 on the river.
Wow.
Ace and 10, yes.
Allen takes it down.
Thank you.
Is there a 9 on the
I
flop?
was on tilt. I shouldn't call, you know.
Is there a 9? There's a 9 on the flop, right?
Huh?
Is there a 9 on the flop?
Okay,
I don't remember.
Big blind?
yeah.
Here you go. A couple big hands.
Queen 9.
What was it, flop? King, king?
No.
No, king on the turn. King on the flop too, right? Yeah, one king on the flop. King.
What the other one was? King 3 though, you can't play.
No, it was a 9.
King, 9.
9, 10. King, king, 9.
7
9.
on flop.
Guys, I had the best hand.
You did?
Because I won the fight.
I know, that's what I mean. You're right.
Mo has
He
the
said,
button.
Okay.
he said I have the best hand because I won the pot. That was Alan there talking about his 10-8.
Okay, option.
What?
6 players.
You got it limped around 6 ways. Ace,
Check.
ace, king on the flop. Dr. BB's got trip aces. See, no, he's not going to bet from late position. A couple clubs out there, surely. And Mo is going to try to buy it. Mo's got a straight draw.
And I open up jack for him, huh? Pocket queen, pocket ace. and
Mo
you
needs a
open up
jack to
for him.
complete his hand.
He had queens?
That's it.
He had queens.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I had aces.
I know.
Now, the problem here inherently is if BB calls, Mo is just going to check the turn, so you're giving him a free card. And in this case, Mo is actually on a draw. So I think that BB should play this differently than just calling and checking the turn. However he's going to play it, well, he's called.
Two player.
Now let's see what he does on the turn. The turn's an 8. And he checks. And Mo checks right behind him.
Right.
And the river's a 7.
Like the full house, he's got the other ace.
And I think that BB checked again here.
Yeah, and
was a
he
club.
showed Mo the ace. Yeah.
I mean, inherent, like you said, you're out of position if you play it that way, unless he's scared that Mo has a bigger ace. But I mean, I'm not always going to be scared that someone has trips with a better kicker than me. And you're allowing Mo to make that bet to see 2 cards, basically.
Right.
And that's exactly what happened.
Here, a new player in seat 4. His name is Ray. And then I don't know if we said that Francois came to the game.
Ah,
in seat
Francois,
5.
yeah. that's
He's a
nice.
familiar face.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yes.
It's Ray Abdul.
5 players.
That's exactly what I was doing.
5 players. Nobody has a jack
I
here.
got jacks.
But this time he's 1 jack off.
Flop comes in. Jack, 7.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Third jack.
First person bets it, takes it.
Ace Queen is good here in seat 3. Allen's got the best hand, it looks like.
You have a 7.
Go ahead. Bet 20.
Except for him.
Well, seat
Because
9.
some people might think he's tilting. So they might call with ace queen. There we go.
Yeah.
The clubs, I mean the hearts.
Ace deuce, Bobby bet on here. Allen still has the best hand. And the river's a queen.
Now he really has best hand.
That's gorgeous.
35.
And he bets 35.
Call.
Wow, Bobby calls with the ace deuce. Well, he had you the whole time, Bobby.
Well, he can pretend.
Go with ace high, huh?
Thank you.
Good catch.
Pocket aces, I lost
He
1,500.
says good catch.
This isn't your night to get a break, is it?
No,
So I gotta take that 1,500 back little by little.
Mo makes it 30. He has pocket fives. And Alan's going to make the call. And so is Francois. Flop of Queen Jack 10. Queen Jack 4.
I'm folding your favorite hand more.
Francois has a gut shot and a dime draw. It's pretty good flop for his hand.
Big lick.
69.
Okay, 2 players.
I got 200.
200.
Mo bets 200.
Call.
Francois calls. Now he's going to bet out. And that might work with somebody else. I don't think it's going to work with Mo. But it does.
Pot's too small, is that what you
Oh, he's so small.
Oh.
Wow, that worked.
I heard what he said. He did say that. He's pot's too small. No. He says he's so smart. Oh, he's so smart. Oh.
Wow, what did I do?
Your ace queen's
Those
good.
moves don't usually work against Mo. I'm surprised.
That's him.
Especially for only 300.
Thank you. $25.
Okay, we have raised to 25.
2 players.
Alan just calls with ace king.
I flop 2 pairs.
Long has position on him. And wow, the flop comes ace 7-6. Both have hit the flop.
25.
$25 bet here by Long.
4 on the river.
And Alan just calls.
Yeah.
The ace king.
4.
I'll take order.
Turns to 6. Alan checks.
Put him on ace 4.
Ace king or something.
And now I think it's real tough to bet here with 7-10. And he does. He checks. And the river's queen. The only problem is he may have induced a bluff here.
We'll see.
I think you really got to put a bet in here if you're Alan on the river for sure. And he is.
I actually like a check, hoping that somebody's going to...
You think so?
Hoping that he's going to bluff, because I don't think he's going to call.
Sorry.
The way that the hand played out, I wouldn't think that a player would call. I would think that if I checked to him, he might think that the only way he's going to win the pot is putting the bet in.
So you're trying to check to induce a bluff on the river?
Right.
Yeah. Well, I just think that I look at the other way around, where because the guy in position checked the turn, I'm expected to bet the river. So why
That's
not bet
true.
with a good hand? So it works both ways,
Yeah,
I
that's
guess.
true, too.
Yeah. Because sometimes people will call you down with a very minimal holding because they think that you are automatically betting the river because the guy checked behind you on the turn.
I didn't see your hand that time. Did you have queens?
Pocket aces.
He had
This hand? Or the one that you took all my chips?
No, the other one.
The one
Let's
that
look
you
at
took all my
Eric's
chips?
cards. King 7 of spades and seat 1.
Pocket aces.
aces.
No, he was 500.
Did we figure out how much Eric started with
I knew
tonight?
that pocket jack.
Was it-
I said
I'm sure we have the
700.
original chip count somewhere.
much in the
We'll have
top
to look for that.
It's hard to lay those down.
Okay,
Yeah, it's really hard.
that's fine. When you went all in, I knew. You know,
And
Players.
we got
It was too big. It was
looks like was it a straddle or a $20 raise here?
Thought you might.
Seat 1 raised to 40. see
He had the feeling that he cannot lay down.
a couple people
Nobody
called.
can. I don't think it's a hard lay down. 60. Huh? It's a really hard lay down. I mean, you cannot lay down.
And we're a bet, and everyone
Tell you
folds.
though, I've played it down a number of times, and every time it's been right. Matter of fact, the one time I didn't lay a set down, so it was queens that time.
One time you what?
I said the one time I didn't lay them down, but you had that set of queens that time. I don't forget.
Ah, you don't forget, huh?
Oh, the previous hand he had?
So the button now is in seat 4. And it's going to get limped around.
3 players.
We got 3-way action. 8-7-5. So David's got open-ended straight draw with his pocket sixes.
And Francois has a flush draw.
Yeah. Well, David's played it
They
pretty
all check.
passive all night, hasn't he? The turn is an ace.
Yes, he has.
And now Bobby's going to bet. He's got a gut shot. He bets 15.
Yeah, that's mine. Huh? 5.
Bobby calls.
Sir. Used to be yours.
And the river's 10. And look at that. Jack 9 made it. He actually had a double gutter there? Or excuse double
Yeah, he
double
did.
gut.
Mhm,
Yeah, he had a
6 or
double
10.
gutter. Yep. And he bets 50.
And David will
David's
call.
going to pay him off.
I'd like to see David show some kind of aggression. I mean,
Yeah.
the only thing we've seen him do is call.
That's an interesting double gutter there for you. Tough to pick up. 5, 7, 8, Jack 9.
Right.
Yep.
Thank you.
As Bobby wins a pot there, he's racking up some
blind,
chips. Now seat 2's got ace king of diamonds. He's going to make it
I think he said 50.
50. And Alan's going to call with 10-7 of diamonds, so if diamonds comes. And seat
Well,
9's
we
got
have
Jack 8 of diamonds.
Yeah.
Pocket 10s for seat 6,
2 other
David.
players each have a diamond, so there's 8 diamonds
And he
out on the
calls.
table.
Sure.
He calls. Pocket 10s calls. BB's in there with, looks like 8-9 off suit. Yes, he wants him with a suited connector, so
Too many guys now.
got a
kinda
$300
scared.
pot. 6 times 50 to the flop. Jack 9-3. It looks like Jack 8, Bobby in seat 9, has got the best hand.
100.
And he's going to bet 100. Again, into a $300 pot. Not a big bet.
What's Eric thinking
I
about?
don't know.
Smile again.
Backdoor
Said
close.
the tiger is hunting.
Lost a lot of money.
How much you know?
Said I'm going to begin being
Lung's ace king is no good now. He mucks. Allen's got a gut shot to the 8.
with a jack
With the jack on the
over
side.
cards and everything. It's still
He
cards.
mucks.
I can't believe it.
And David's in a tough spot here again.
That was your
It's a $100 bet.
There you go. You had the queen, you bet only 100.
And it looks like he's going to make the call, Shirley, and he's in big trouble. BB's out of there with middle pair.
2 players.
So our heads up, Jack 8 against pocket
Card
10s.
was on the board was a jack.
It's a $500 pot that turns a queen. Now 10s is open-ended.
Right.
Same mistake I bet against this last time.
He's going to check.
All in 200. He'll put me on
And
ace.
Bobby's going to move all in for, looks like,
You
250.
want to call it, you make your hand.
250.
255.
So the pot is about 750, 250 for David to call, but it looks like David doesn't have 250. He looks like he's got about 180. And he makes the call. So the pot is probably about $900. David needs to... A 10 would be no good, and the river is an ace. His set would not have
Either
been
a 7
good.
or a king, right.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And it looks like David's
David's had
going to
enough.
take it. Well, it's
Okay.
nice of him to join us tonight for the first time.
2 in a row.
My only suggestion to him, if he goes back and watches the archives, is just, normally in No Limit, you're going to win more by raising and betting as opposed to calling. I mean, that's
Right.
something quickly that we can pick up from his game.
Yes.
Yeah.
10,
I got
20
ace
blinds
10.
now.
He caught an 8 on the river. I missed everything.
You want to do this one too?
Yeah, you didn't get here.
You're doing a great job.
Two big clubs? Killing yourself.
Looks like we got an ace queen here.
3-2. But it looks like the ninth inning because K-Rod's in.
Francois
man on
is in
first.
seat 5.
Yes.
Sack him over.
And I know Ray there in seat 4 too. Ray is actually the action player.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen him before. Not even across the room.
Is that Francois, the dealer, Francois?
Yes.
The blackjack
He's incognito,
dealer?
yes.
The
You didn't realize that?
undertone gay Francois?
Yes.
Seat 5? Yeah. Okay.
No draw.
Pocket kings here for Ray. And he's going to re-raise. Looked like Eric opened here with 7s in seat 1. It looked like it was maybe for 30 or 35.
140 total.
It was a $40 raise. Allen called in between, and Kings is going to make it 140 to go now. Actually, Francois is a pretty solid player.
He's a very good player.
Yeah.
I was just going to say
Yeah.
that. I've liked his play when I've been on here,
Yeah.
and then not only that, but on Friday night after the Omaha tournament, after I got busted out so fast.
Now, does Eric have the balls to call here with pocket 7?
Sure he does.
Now, how deep is Ray? Let's see if we can get a shot of Ray real quick here. Yeah, he's got
He's
got
full
probably
of testosterone, yeah.
he might have maybe 800 there. He's got a stack of purple.
Good position there.
500, 6, 7, 800-ish.
Yeah.
My pocket pair's any good.
In 1 hour, it's good.
And these are some of the toughest decisions you can make in No Limit Hold'em. I say it time and time and again. If you play a mid-pocket pair and you have a flop that comes maybe with all undercards, your 7s still aren't necessarily good. In this case, they're not.
Right.
But he's going to make the call. And what happens if just a jack comes on the board? And look at this, Allen's going to call. Wow.
Allen doesn't have enough chips to make that.
We've got about a $500 pot here. Pocket kings, pocket 7s, and pocket 5s.
Oh, it's been re-raised, right?
Oh, ace, queen, 10. Well, Ray should really bet here and take it down,
Yeah,
shouldn't
but Ray, well, yes, he should bet.
But look at
But you
Eric.
know he
He's
hates
reaching for
that
chips. It's a $500 pot. Now, my only thing with Eric is that if he's going to make a bluff here, he's got to make the bet believable. You can't bet 100 into a $500 pot.
I think it's really hard for him to make a bluff here because he did say,
Look at
I'm
this.
wondering if my pocket pair's good.
He's betting 75 into a $500 pot here, and we've seen this again over and over from this guy in seat 1
Plus,
tonight.
you have to factor in the fact that I don't know if you heard him say before.
And Ray
before he
calls.
made the call, he said, "I don't know if my pocket pair's good here."
Ray calls. The turn's a 9. It's a heart. And now, if Eric bet big, it would be really difficult for Ray to call, just because of what we see. It's a $650 pot. Again, though, if he just bets 125, that's really not a lot. Let's see what he bets.
I disagree. It's an easy call for Ray.
Well, with a $125 bet, it's a $125
Eric said
bet.
he had a pocket pair before this hand started.
Oh, okay. No, I understand all that, but I'm talking about the betting patterns.
I mean, well, that is if you can believe him. I mean, I know poker players lie.
$775 pot, 125 for Ray to call.
The 9 might have killed it.
So if he did have a pocket pair, you know he doesn't have a flush, you know he doesn't have a straight.
Well, it's a great bluff card, taking away that
Yes,
what you said.
that is true.
But again, I'd still like to see him drive a little more. 125 into a $650 pot? 775, 125 to call. And he makes the call. Now, the problem here is it's really a scary board for Kings. It's a $900 pot now. And if, Ray has it in his head that he has the best hand.
Oy.
Wow, and the river is the deuce of hearts. And Eric has a flush. $900 pot. Oh, my. And he bets 200 here. That could be like a little bit of a blocker bet here, Shirley. Defensive bet at the end. It's now an $1,100 pot, $200 for Ray to call with pocket kings. I mean, I don't mind the betting by Eric, but it seemed like it was a little weak. But the problem with Ray was he played it kind of like a calling station. He never showed any strength.
Well, I
any
don't mind the
mucks.
bet, but why do the talking before the hand started?
I don't think it's good.
I mean, if I was sitting there, I would be able to deduce that he didn't have the straight, he didn't have the flush, and that, like, he didn't have an ace. Because he had if he had a pair, he wouldn't have been thinking if he had a pocket ace.
Ace with a king of hearts.
So we heard what Ray thought. Ray thought that he had the ace with the king of hearts.
I don't know.
But if you thought he had the ace, why did he make the call
why
on
was
the
he making the
turn?
call with kings?
Right.
Jack of hearts was in the muff, though. Huh? Jack of hearts was in the muff. Where? Right now, he just showed me the Jack of hearts was in the muff. This guy.
Because I got ace on the flop. I don't think we'll get there anyway. I mucked it when he re-raised. I had ace pin. I was going to
And Eric wins another big pot.
I saw you, man.
Oh, you saw him?
I saw you, man. I thought you had the king of hearts. That's what that's the only reason why you thought. That's what I thought.
No, I didn't put him on the flush until the last card.
I saw
Believe it or not. I was trying to make
I think he has a
make
set.
him look a miracle. You know what I
He
mean?
was not scared of the flop. I think he has a set.
5 plates.
Not really sure what all he had. Had a better hand than me.
Pot is limped around here. Ray's picked up top pair with
He
this
didn't
rag.
have me beat before
It
the
turned
flop.
out
though,
so
that's
bad that
Probably not.
No, I had combos.
You have what?
Combos.
Yeah, we are.
I don't know why he called
No.
40. I shouldn't have called the turn. She didn't even call the flop.
I'm surprised you did.
And Ray bets here 40,
Yeah.
the ace
The
5.
Yeah.
I had ace queen, man. I mean, I think I would.
Looks like he's going to take it down.
I think I would.
I shouldn't even call the flop.
Thank you.
I think I did.
I think that's his thing. He's not
Probably
going
in a
anywhere.
set.
I think he had you beat though until the river. I mean, he had to
Probably
beat
good until the river.
It's just like I like my hand, but like
Francois is going to move
Flush draw.
here.
You're
So he's-
calling.
no, he's not in the
strong.
blind.
I put
Oh, yeah,
That's
so I was
C9.
talking about Francois, that I played a satellite with him after I got knocked out of the Omaha tournament, and he played great. He made this a great laydown with aces, you know. He would have won the hand, but he made the right move.
I have a chance.
He made the right move.
He made the
Or
right
did he
laydown.
outdraw it at the end?
No, well, yeah, an ace came on the turn,
Wow.
so. Okay, our new player, his name is John.
John in seat 6.
John Dean.
Ace queen?
Yeah.
Big blinds here has ace king off
Maybe
suit.
it wouldn't call if you go all in.
I think he had a big
And
blind.
everybody's limped.
And he knows I
You had a
play
queen of
tag.
hearts?
He knows I. He might not
He had a queen of hearts?
Okay.
Huh? The king? King of hearts?
I mean, the thing with Ray, though, on that hand, like I said, Shirley, I don't like kind of playing the calling station. Those look like obvious little kind of defensive bets. $75 bet into a $500 pot, $125
Right.
bet into a $700
Don't
pot.
call raise.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, exactly. I mean, he just kind of played himself into a corner.
He would have lost a lot less money if he had put that $200 that he put in on the turn. If he had put in a raise on the flop, he would have won the hand.
Yeah. Especially when he didn't have
Or
a heart
saved
in his
himself a
hand.
decision, you know, on the
Absolutely.
turn. If you know the guy comes over the top, you're done. If he calls and still fires out, you're done.
Munya's raised here out of the big blind.
Tell you money anyway.
He made it 60. And Eric calls with king 5 of hearts, and he's dominated. And here we go. We've got a king on the board. King 8-4. And look at this. Eric bets immediately. And these guys are really deep here, Shirley. This could be the hand. Because we haven't seen Eric in big matchups tonight, but the way that he's played, it wouldn't surprise me if he might lose a lot of chips here. And, you know, I might be wrong, but I'm going to make that deduction.
Well, it depends on how Lung plays it. I think if Lung just flat calls, then you're right.
And he does call.
Right. Because Eric keeps firing, and he'll
Turn
probably
is
fire
7.
again. Especially because he picked up the gut shot here, so he'll make a
Yeah. And he bets
small bet.
75, Shirley. The pot, I want to say,
Is a lot more than 75.
is $250. So he bet 75 into a $250 pot. Again, like these little small bets. It's a $325 pot. And Luck just calls again. Wow. $400 pot now to the river. Is he waiting to raise at
I
the
would have
end?
raised on the turn.
And the river is a 9.
There's too much yellow on the board, you know. Check.
And he checks. Well, it's a third diamond. You know, Lung really made the minimum on this hand.
I agree. I like the flat
And
call.
he's going to bet 300 here at the end. But, I mean, if the guy folds because he thinks you have a flush, then never putting money in on the flop and on the turn, you've allowed the board to become so scary that the guy can't call.
Right, which is, you know, something that you bring up all the time. So
Yeah.
on the turn, where, you know, if a 5 or a 6 comes on the river and it's going to kill my action, or a diamond comes and it's
and
going
he
to kill my
mucks.
action,
And he mucks.
that's when you put in the raise.
Very much. Yeah, I mean, you've got to show some strength there with ace-king at some point during
Right.
that hand. You can't wait until the card that comes out kills all the action, which is what Long did.
I don't know.
6 guns are making straight.
I don't know. Really?
I'm serious. That's how bad it was.
I think a jack comes
kick
my
it.
hand is worse. I can't have
I
it.
know. And I couldn't go
3 hearts.
firing away either.
I couldn't get a flush.
As soon as you called me the first time, they have
Button is in seat 1.
Yeah. Race 4.
I mean, you just can pick up patterns. Obviously, we're privy because we see the cards, but if everyone's paying attention when they're playing at a table like this, you should really be able to pick the same types of things up.
140.
You've got a raise here by seat 4 with ace 4 off suit under the
I
gun.
know.
And Mo raises with pocket 10s. And probably one of the reasons why you don't want to raise with ace 4 off suit in early position. He quickly folds. And Mo takes it down. It's funny, I just saw CW Siggy put up a post about
Genocide.
Genocide, who's
Right.
a player on PokerStars, female player. Now, you know her from playing on PokerStars. Are you personal friends with her?
Yes.
You talk with her on the phone and
Yes.
stuff sometimes?
Yeah, well, we met by playing on Poker. We met playing on PokerStars, and you know, she was the hot thing. All these guys were interested in her. I mean,
Because of
the
her picture?
The 2+2. Well, did you see the pictures? I like these nudie pictures, not nudie, lingerie pictures. The threads are just burning up on 2+2, and I said, you know what? I gotta introduce myself. So I wrote her an email. Or I went to the table and I talked to her. No, I wrote her an email. I found out her email address from 2+2.
I want to ask you a question.
Hold on,
this
after
hand.
this hand, yeah.
Pocket ace is here for Francois on C5. He raised it up, it looked like. So he made it 60, and a couple people called here. King, queen offsuit, and ace jack. King, 8, jack, couple spades. So Francois got the overpair. But Eric could get in trouble here again, surely. He's got that one of those hands that you might lose a lot with king, queen.
200.
And he bets $200 here, Francois.
Oh, yeah, brother.
Well, if he makes this laydown, it's a good laydown. These are the types of hands that get you in trouble.
I've seen Eric put a lot of money in, you know, pots, bluffing and stuff like that. But have you seen him call off chips?
No.
I don't think we've seen him in this position.
No, I said not yet.
No.
Oh, no.
No, I thought you monkey. That's why I showed you my
The pot's 400. It's about 200.
Oh, he did
calls.
call off with his pocket 10s.
Yeah, with the pocket 10s. That
Yes.
was a big one. Yeah.
Go ahead now. I think that's all in I don't know why you did that. Seriously.
I thought you monkey.
I think that Francois
Because I saw you
accidentally
dance and
showed
I thought
one
you-
ace
Yeah, no, because it's hard. I can
Eric
look at
he
my
thought
phone.
Eric was
Whatever you
mucking.
want.
So I think that
Do
Eric
whatever
knows
you
that
want.
Francois has one ace.
Well, play it like this.
No.
Which, if the guy's going to show that, I think I immediately mock king
Yes.
now. I mean,
Well,
he either
because
has
if he has ace king or
aces.
right.
I mean, that gives me information. Obviously, I guess he saw
Unless
one
if
ace.
he showed the ace of spades and you think maybe he's on a flush draw.
No,
I don't know
let's
which
go.
ace he showed.
No,
Then.
he's
okay.
he's going to get rid of it.
No, I thought you
You'll
monkey.
see, dude. No, I didn't.
I thought you monkey.
No.
I'm not scared. You put all your money in. I was.
So anyways, yeah,
Well,
all
let
the
me
people
ask
were
you-
so
let me ask you this
interested.
question.
I thought he was monkey.
And I am not asking this in any sort of derogatory tone. I don't know the answer. It's a legitimate
It's not
question.
normal.
Did she get popular because of the pictures that she posted up, or was it because she was a female and she played? I've heard two different things. That her
I
popularity
think it
was
was a
there
combination of
because she was a pretty girl and people were just into her. And then she all kind of got.
Well, what's
all
better
this-
than a hot chick that can actually play?
Well, yeah, but my question is how well does she actually play?
She actually made a name for herself in
know.
tournaments. You know, I mean, she
In
was up there.
tournaments, okay.
Yeah, she was up there with leaderboards points so much so that when the Polka Stars had the
Seriously.
what was it, like the World Cup?
You know what I mean?
The
It's
online,
something, yeah, and they
World Series
put
of Online
people,
Poker?
not the World Championship of Online Poker. When they put the like different countries against each other,
Oh, okay.
yeah, and then they just automatically entered her in from that state of Delaware because the United States played each other first and all that.
Angels.
We got a bet here by
Oh,
Francois
but
with
he
a
thought
3,
they
and
were
Alan just
going
smooth calls with trip 10s.
And you.
Turn is an ace.
Alan.
Alan's got the queen of spades.
Oh, don't be surprised if they don't win the World Series.
Alan bets 75 here.
You know,
Francois is going to get
as
rid of it.
wounded as we are,
I was going to say it'd be an amazing
Call me, I have 3.
it's incredible. Incredible. Cologne done this series.
Let's come on turn.
That's some pretty greasy hair there in seed 4, isn't
They'll
it?
give us some
whatever.
cortisone, he'll be fine.
He wants to make sure that it goes over the
Yeah,
part that is
come over.
missing. Yeah. Because if it accidentally goes to the side, his hairline goes up a little higher. It recedes. Looks like it recedes.
So
more.
let me ask you the classic Seinfeld question. Hair is really important for women, isn't it? For a guy to have hair, that's a pretty important thing.
Well, let's do a chip count.
Right.
But I'll answer that.
Dr. Beebe, he's got 3,400 here after he made a lot of money there with the Jacks. I think he might be the big winner for
I
the
think
night.
so. Yes.
Mo's got 2,000. Eric's got about 1,900. And Bobby, I think, is down a little bit. But Eric, he's probably up 1,200, and BB's up a little more than that for the night. So is hair important?
It's not really to me.
Really?
But
I got to stop taking.
But, no,
Propecia,
listen,
then.
listen.
I'm losing,
But
wasting
you have
money.
to go with it. I don't like the guy with the receding lines, the thinning hair. If you got to go with it. You got to shave the head. So I like shaved heads, hair or shaved heads, but nothing in between.
Oh, okay. Francois has raised here with Ace King, and seat 8 has called. It's an $80 raise. Most got pocket deuces. Now let's see how Mo plays this. Rag flop 10-4-4. Francois is going to bet. Let's see if Mo puts a little feeler raise in here. This is going to be interesting. Or did he just not want to get involved? He's just not going to get involved. Okay. Some people actually might with deuces, and it's a way to play it, might smooth call and see what happens on the turn. The only problem is that you are inherently, giving that guy the price to peel for a card because you don't know where you're at. Obviously, you're not really going to improve with your deuces, and every card that comes is going to be an overcard to your deuces on the turn.
Right.
So you are friends with Genocide. That's what I was going to get.
Yeah. Like I said, so
She was a
I sent
cutie.
her an
She
email.
came in here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I sent her an email, and then she came out here for their tournaments in February. And I met her then, and then we went to San Diego to play in a ladies tournament, and then we talk on the phone, send in emails back and forth, and then she came again for the Legends. So I picked her up, and we hung out that day. Came here, bought an entry. That's when you met her.
Two poker ladies tearing up LA.
Yeah.
Pot is limped around here. King, 6, couple clubs.
One time.
Only one time.
Checked around here. BB's flop, trip kings. Turn is an ace. It's the third
I
club.
could have.
He kept calling.
And not one player
I
has
would just love sometimes for BB to bet his
Just
trips
to
and
bet,
bet his
yeah.
six. And he's checked it again.
If I just.
He's checked it
didn't tell him
again.
he was gonna check all the way.
And now Alan
He gave
bets.
that away right there.
He's got the ace.
I went home and I'm thinking about it.
And he bet.
The first mistake was I told him
And I don't think BB's comfortable with his hand. He just calls.
was when I bet too much. Two mistakes.
Now, no one has a club here, so Alan would need to catch an ace. That's a 5 on the river.
Adrenaline was rushing, so he's like, fuck it.
And it just gets checked down, and it's like, how often do you flop trips? Don't you want to make good value on them? I mean, granted, King 3, it's not a great kicker, but,
What's happening?
I just...
Only big blind.
Sometimes, I'm impressed with the way that Dr. BB plays some hands. Other times, and it seems to be pretty consistent, that he'll slow play his trips and sets.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I just wish they would mix it up sometimes a little bit,
can play that hand only when you're big blind.
I think when the club comes on the turn, he's just kind of almost in check call
You
mode.
got a big peg now.
Big, or you gotta have a lot of faith, huh?
Exactly.
So Francois got an ace jack offsuit in seat 5.
Let me see that napkin. Please. Just let him see it. Let him see it. Let him see it, though.
It looks good.
It looks good, right?
Looks like he's going to raise.
Let me use it. Let me use it.
Raises 50.
Here.
50.
Dr. Beebe's got an ace-5 suited in the small blind. Now, this is a hand you don't want to call. I'm asking you. You wouldn't call in the small blind with, would you? Out of position.
How much
To a
was
solid player raising. It's a $50 raise, so he's brought it in for
$50?
5 times the big blind. And he's going to muck it.
Me and
And
Julian,
Mo
I'm not
gets
showing
out
you
of
the
there.
hand this time.
40 more.
If you mark, I'll show you. Drawing him. Drawing, you can
And Eric is in the hand. We can't see what he has over there in seat 1.
all the way down. No.
Well, doesn't matter.
Gonna get rid of
Not
it.
all the way down. Oh, are you mucking?
Well, he hasn't gotten
Are
rid
you
of it
mucking?
yet. He's got jack 4 suited.
I have to make sure.
If
from
he
now
calls,
on,
he's
if
dominating.
mucking so I can muck.
He's gonna muck. He just wanted to show us his
He
cards.
almost give him up and then.
Yeah,
he
you
called-
If I lose the pot, it's all because of you.
said play those kings.
If I lose the pot, it's all because of you. Where you parked at?
Me?
Okay, I can't take you down right here. I get fired.
I don't really know what he's thinking about here.
He's not. He's picking up
what?
his chips that he dropped.
Making me scared.
He's done with it. Yeah.
Call that.
He just dropped his chips.
Nah.
What do you got?
Jack Deuce.
Jack.
You were covering him big.
Oh, no, he had
Trust me,
One of the things that bothers me about No Limit is that
I didn't even look at the
Flow.
second card and I pulled the jack. What do you think I have?
one of my own.
of the game is sometimes
I didn't even
slow.
look at the other card
I'm
on
not
full
saying
jack.
necessarily
What do you
this dealer, but if the dealer doesn't control it properly, it just can get so frustrating
ما شفت
sometimes.
طلعت عمر شفت دغري معي.
You know, and obviously he's dropped his chips, that's why he didn't muck it, but I've seen guys just kind of space out. They don't know if it's their turn. People waiting on decisions that are just, you know,
But I also hate dealers that come on. You know, I mean, if I'm sitting there and I'm taking 3 seconds and they're sitting telling me it's your turn,
Because if you actually catch an ace on me, I'm dead.
especially in No Limit. When in Omaha or Hold'em, it's pretty easy. You know, I mean, I'm making it doesn't take me any time to think really.
I'm running hot. I should play every.
All right, you guys are confusing me.
Nah.
I'm confused. Who does that?
again, Allen has played and he's improved since we first started seeing him, but he likes to limp in there with those ace rags. He's got ace 5 offsuit this time in
You got the
C3.
shark to your right and the professor to your left.
You got 6-way action,
I don't know about that.
limped around.
I'm the shark.
Queen
I'm
7-5.
the shark. You're the professor.
No one has a queen.
You're talking to him, right? Shark to your right, and he's a professor. I'm a bait.
Do I got
You
anything?
go to the lawyer, right where they always are, right in the middle. Right in the middle of it all. Bartering everything.
I'm the bait.
All right,
I'm
let's go
easy
40.
money. All
Eric's
I have to
gonna
do is
bet
put
here.
all
He
the
doesn't
money.
have anything.
Easy money, come on.
Got king 6. Allen calls here with the ace 5. Again, I'd almost like to raise there with people behind me as opposed to call if you're going to play ace 5.
Yeah, we got everybody out.
Unless he's planning on making a move on the turn if a heart comes.
Yeah, I don't see it though with Allen. Turn is a 3.
$60.
Well, Eric's going to bet here again. He bets 60. These little incremental bets. He has overcards to Allen's pair. Now look at this, Allen mucks. And Eric takes it down. I've never seen somebody bet so little, Shirley, and get so many people off their hands.
Yeah. Whoop, yeah.
He's almost asleep.
Yeah, I know it.
Oh, that's one of my favorite songs right now. Gold Digger.
Gold Digger.
Yeah. It's Kanye West. Do you know what song it is?
I do.
Okay.
I do. Kanye
Well, you know,
West.
you listen to Warrant and I don't know what else.
Well, not these
You're a
days.
headbanger.
Not these days. When I was in 2nd grade, I thought it was pretty cool. I still like Guns N' Roses, though. Appetite for Destruction is definitely one of the
I
top
like
5 albums
one
ever
of
made.
the
That's undebatable.
Guns N' Roses were pretty good.
Yeah.
I like some rock. I like AC/DC and Motley Crue.
They're training it now.
Those are
Oh,
cool.
and Motley Crue's a winner.
Well, maybe not in their personal life, but
Winger, Rat, Def Leppard, Whitesnake. 7-4 juice here, a couple clubs. A couple of people have top pair. Mo has got top pair. He's on the button. If it gets checked to him, I almost guarantee that he's going to bet. But Ray is going to bet ahead of him. 8-7. That's 45. Let's see what Mo does with 7-3. He raises. Makes it 100. And he's in kicker trouble. And a lot of people kind of scared of Mo. They know he's a good player. So, you know, it's tough to mix it up with Mo because there isn't a lot of value.
But you also have to realize that Mo makes moves.
Yep.
So, you know, sometimes you have to stand your ground.
Mo is in there with 7-3 of hearts against 7-8. And the turn is an ace. The pot's about $220. Ray made the call. Mo raised on the flop. Yeah, when it goes check, check. Wow.
Yeah, he's going to take the free card, try
The
to hit
river's
his
at
gut shot.
9. And 8-7 is good here. Check. And I think Mo, if he's going to bet here, I think he must think that he needs to bet to win. And he's going to bet. He's going to it's a great card on the river to bet. It's the flush completes, and there you go, folks. There's some advanced no-limit play for you. I mean, you got to pay attention to the texture of the board. By raising the flop, yeah, you have top pair, but what else can you represent? You check the turn.
Right.
So now
How
club
can I win
comes.
this pot if I don't hit a 3, if I don't, right.
Club comes, and I'm representing a flush now. And he took it away.
Yeah.
I have to hand it to you, Shirley. There's been a couple people that have been a little negative of you tonight, and you've kind of kept it.
Well,
kept it there.
Deep Down Truth is doing a great job of keeping him in line. He's my
But
new buddy.
normally you're like,
Bart even asked me if he was a friend of mine. I said, nope, but I love him now.
of course, you can go to 2plus2.com
and know what we're talking about.
Look
on
at
that
forums, World Poker Tour, and other televised tournaments. The official Live of the Bike thread for October 11th. We've got a raise here by seat 8 with Ace King of Diamonds. That's Mo. He made it 50 to go. Ace Jack of Spades called. That's Eric. Ray's going to call with King Jack. BB's in there with 10 Jack. And almost all of the Jacks are accounted for. And Eric's in there with pocket 5s, excuse me. Bobby's got the Ace Jack. And the flop comes 9-9-6. And pocket 5s are good right now. It's a $200 pot.
75.
And Eric's going to bet.
75.
I think he's in early position, too.
Yes,
Bet
he is.
75. Again, though, it's a $200 pot. And it's almost giving Mo the odds to call with overcards.
I think Mo might try taking it away from him on the turn, no
Let's
matter
see if
what happens.
Yeah, let's see if he makes another small bet here
If
on
he
the
puts
turn.
another small
well,
bet out
here's
there.
a rag card. The pot is $350. He bet 75 on the flop. The action's on him. I mean, going with his pattern, he's probably going to bet 75 again.
I would say he's been upping it a little bit, probably 100.
Look at that. I think he heard you. He was going to put 75 in, and then he made it 100. And again,
Now we'll see
it's
if
just
Mo does what everyone else should have done
little
since the weakness and
small
put in a
bets
big raise.
after little small bets after little small bets. And I got to tell you, everyone at the table is letting him get away with it.
Even
and Mo
Mo,
mucks.
yeah.
Yep. Again, I just we haven't seen somebody bet so small and get so many people off of hands.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously he had the best hand in that case.
Yeah. Yeah.
Until the next hand gets dealt out. Kev Mouse said that if you want to see the pictures of Genocide with her lingerie pictures, I don't think that you'll get it by Googling Genocide and Never Win Poker because she actually is really good friends with Dustin, and those pictures have been long gone off that site.
Pictures? Nudie
Yeah,
pictures?
the pictures. Yeah, well, because
I
the
was just
place
talking
that
to the
you used to
producer.
be able to see him was on neverwinpoker.com, but she
Ah.
became friends with the guy who runs that site, Dustin. and those pictures are gone. So I don't know where you can find them now.
Queen 7-5 here, a couple diamonds. And John is going to bet here. He's going to bet $20. And Alan's got second here. He's going to make the call. Turns a 4. And John bets again here with nothing, and he's going to take it down. And the rabbit shows the king.
So I was going to say last thing about Genocide was that you could see her play on the next, I think it's probably the next GSN Poker Royale. Right now they're having the James Wood versus Phil Lack. And she's on one which was Battle of the Ages and Sexes or something. It was, I know Dutch Boyd, Miami John, Wendy Neolis,
Yeah.
Dan Harrington were on the show. And so you'll be able to see if she's as good as some people think.
Eric's going to raise here to 50. I want to say something about who's been on that show before, after this hand. King Jack offsuit. And it's actually about Kathy Colbert.
Okay.
BB's got pocket jacks. He's going to just limp call, it looks like. Seat 6 calls with 10-7 of diamonds. And Bobby's in there with the suited connector. So we've got a $200 pot here going to the flop. Queen 5-5. BB looks like he's got the best hand right now.
He does have the best hand on.
Now it's a $200 pot. Let's see how much Eric bets. If he does bet.
He'll bet.
75.
He has this thing where he thinks he has to win every pot. I told you that.
Well, no, I just, again, the betting patterns are just strange. 75 into a $200 pot. And I'm surprised that no one has, come over the top of him. And look at this. BB mucks the jacks. And he takes it down. What I was going to say was, if anyone is familiar with Kathy Colbert, she's been playing here recently. She just moved to Long Beach. And
is that why she's been here? Because I've seen her here a lot lately.
Yeah, she's been playing here. And she was on GSN Poker Royale. I think that she's like 40 or 45. She's gorgeous for her age, I think. I mean, you can tell you can tell she might be 40 or something, but she's. And I don't think that GSN really did her justice with just the way that she portrayed her.
I think I only watched like half of one. Half an episode. There we go. Of that whole series, because it's like 5 days long. I mean, 5 different shows.
4 days.
So we're getting a new setup here. Of course, Kathy Colbert is Jack Keller's daughter.
Right.
But she said she didn't learn poker. Didn't really even get poker
When
advice.
did he, how old was she when he died?
I don't know.
Do you know how long ago he died? So you can kind of estimate. If you think she's 40 and he died. She was probably old enough to understand if you wanted to teach her.
Right, but she told me that she just wasn't into it at that time. So it's interesting. We got about 25 minutes left in the show. Of course, tomorrow night is going to be our big Poker Blue Whale Night. 5,100 no limit hold'em. $5,000 max buy-in, and we're going to see some action. It's going to be crazy. So please join us. It was a really good show last week. Really good.
Right. 40 more, 45 more.
We got a raise here by Ray. Pocket sixes. He's in the small blind.
35.
Gonna make it 35. And Allen had limped in with a weak ace on the button.
You're right. I said 45 altogether, yeah.
To me?
Yeah.
And Allen's not gonna get involved. And Ray takes it down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So do you try to go out and get to know when I say the best female players, maybe not even necessarily the best female players, but the ones that are the most well known, which aren't necessarily the best ones, obviously.
Do I try to?
I mean, do you know like Jennifer Harmon? Do you know Annie Duke? Do you know Evelyn Ing?
Most of them, yes.
Yeah.
But it's not, that I go out searching for them. Genocide I did. But Evelyn I met at a party at Paul Phillips' house a couple Christmases ago. And Jennifer I just met for the first time at this World Series at a full tilt party. There's a big story behind that. I'll tell you after the show. And then Annie, when did I meet her? Same thing at a Paul Phillips Christmas party. But I don't really talk to Annie. I might say hi to her if I see her. But, I talk to Evelyn a little bit more. Cloney I talk to more.
C2 is raised here with pocket aces long. He made it 35, I believe. 30. And he's going to get called in several spots. So we got a $120 pot here going to the flop. Mo's in there with pocket deuces. King 8-9, couple hearts. No one has top pair here.
Hold on.
Long's still has the overpair.
Hold on.
It's about a $120 pot. He's going to bet 75 here, it looks like. Well, the action looks like is on John. I don't know what he's thinking. He mucks.
Well, he had a gut shot.
Well, Mo's got pocket deuces. Is he going to make a move here? Uh-oh.
Yes,
he's
he
going to
said raise.
He makes it 300 more. Stone cold bluff, really. I mean, he can't think he has the best hand. I mean, unless he puts the guy on ace-queen, ace-jack, something like that. Or maybe to get him away from pocket jacks, pocket tens, pocket queens. 300 more. And Lung's got an overpair. And it's just a really tough spot. I mean, people say, well, why aren't all your chips in? They're relatively deep, both of them. Lung's got at least maybe 1,500 there. So does Mo. You've got an overpair. It's a semi-coordinated board. Mo might have had two pair. Do you want to mix it up with Mo?
Sometimes you get in a good
I don't think that Lung likes his hand. Let's see what he
look like
does.
it.
I did that with some guy I know. I had like king.
But he's putting in a re-raise.
The best hand I knew I did.
Right?
Actually, he calls.
He
it
just
looks like.
calls.
Yeah.
He bets 200.
He sure did.
The pot now is about $950. And is Mo going to have to really bet here to win this? A king pairs on the turn. And Mo doesn't know, but that's actually a great card for him to win this. And he's going to bet.
Depends on.
Or I guess the other way that you might look at it is, does Lung think
Now that a king came,
it's less of a chance
likely.
that he has a king? But also, if Mo check races him with top pair, now Lung's hand is no longer gilt.
Right.
And let's see how much does
But
Mo bet here.
because Mo only bet $300, I would probably make this call.
300 into a $900, $950 pot. It is a relatively small bet. I mean, he's almost playing it like the reverse kind of thing where I'm betting small because I have a monster, like a full house now. And obviously Mo now knows that Lung probably doesn't have
He
a king.
doesn't have a king. Right?
Yeah. And again, it comes to the situation, well, you say, I'm going to make this call. Well, are you prepared to call an all-in on the river?
Right.
If you make the call on the turn. I know it's a small bet on the turn. So, I mean, you said you would call. Would you call an all-in on the river? I mean, that's what's basically probably going to happen.
You would have to be able to do that, but that's going to be a tough thing.
That's why I
to
said,
do.
like,
Yeah.
I don't think you can.
I mean, I would hope that he would be thinking of the possibility that Mo might have a flush, and what if a flush card comes? I'll
Mo
call.
might have a flush draw now.
I'll call any all-in bet on the river
And look at
unless
this. I
it's a
think
flush.
Lung laid the aces down.
He did.
And he showed him. And Mo pulls the big bluff at the night. So I'm going to go out there and tell Mo this is not bluff night tonight. And he doesn't show it. And again, I mean, it's just a situation where do you really want to mix it up with Mo? And it was either a combination where Mo thought the guy was weak, and obviously when he makes the call on the turn, he knows he's got something. Just call $300 check raise. Or did he know that C2 was such a player where if I show a lot of strength, he's going to release an overpair?
He's good enough that he can make a laydown.
And
big
obviously
laydown.
Mo plays with Lung a lot, and I guess that's what he thought. I can pick this hand where I'm going to make a big move. And even
Yeah,
if he
because
has
I'm
aces, he's
actually
gonna lay
kind of
it down.
surprised that Mo chose to go against Lung to make that move rather than player one.
Oh.
But unless it's based on that reasoning.
Pocket aces and pocket kings. Bobby's made it 45 to go. Pocket kings for seat 6.
And finally, Bobby has something, yeah.
Jack 9 of spades calls. Ace queen for seat 5. He calls Francois. And let's see what John does with the pocket kings. There they are in seat 6. $45 raise. I mean, you'd have to re-raise. He only has $425 more. You might
Yeah,
as well just move all
I
in.
think he might be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, what do you do with the aces now? Some people say, I sometimes, oh, look, he just calls. Do you re-raise or you just call? He just calls.
Well, either one is really fishy. Probably if you flat call, that's a little more fishy, but what else can you do? Move over the top and hope someone has queens that can make an overthought?
Well, I don't know. I just don't want, I mean, when the re-raise is there so big, I guess it's the same thing. So aces against kings. John's been playing tight, and he runs into aces with his kings.
Ace. I'm up to ace, king. Everybody happy.
Well, John's got the king of clubs, so if it came runner, clubs, there's one. There's one club, a king or a club here. And the river is a club! And he makes running clubs with his kings. Oh, man, what a bad beat.
Bobby's just had a rough night.
Bad beat. Wait, it just seems like they show that a lot on ESPN, and it happens in real life, too. It's like you see overpair against overpair, and the guy with jacks against aces, he's got one diamond. There's 2 diamonds on the top. We know what's going to happen. Diamond.
Right.
Diamond. Club. Wow. Running clubs.
I was in position. That's why.
Unbelievable.
I'm not going to call that.
Check 8, check 9 can be real sneaky sometimes.
Yeah, get out.
You can get in cheap.
Figure 45. I'm over
So I
here.
know the Genocide came here from Legends. Does she go around to some of the other WPT events too? She's not a full-time person on the tour, right?
No, because she plays a lot of online
Right,
poker,
right.
so she picks and chooses, kind of like I do.
Well, I lost 3,500 pocket aces.
Aces has a nice
She,
No, only with me.
I think she's going to Fox.
It was a mistake,
I think she's going to Fox, if I remember correctly, yeah.
That's not too far from now.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to go to Bellagio for this one to do a Brunson one, but I think she's going to Fox.
We have about 15 minutes left in the show.
Aces is not guaranteed.
No hand is guaranteed.
It's the best hand before the flop.
That's starting
Yeah.
As Live in the Bike gets bigger and bigger, I don't even want to think what we're going to do next World Series. How are we going to do this thing? Move it remotely to Vegas?
Really? Reruns.
I don't think that's possible. Pot's limped around here. C3's got ace king.
Even Oprah goes for a rerun. And she's the queen. Well, maybe that's why she gets to do reruns, huh? Because she's, yeah.
Dr. Beebe's going to come out and bet here. He's got ace-7, top pair, best kicker. Now, John in seat 6 has got queen-7. How much did he rebuy for? He went broke last hand.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he won the hand. That's right. Excuse me. And Alan calls with ace-king. Well, if you're going to limp in with ace-king and you see that flop, why call? He played it slow pre-flop, but
Yeah,
why call
if you
now?
only have a little bit of money invested,
Yeah.
why bother now?
Turns to 9. I mean, we just see that a lot. And Beebe's going to keep firing here, it looks like. And he bet $60. John should have went bust last hand, that's what I meant to say. What is Alan doing? BB's firing at you. He's actually played it pretty straight up all night, which he normally does. Now he's going to get away from it. Now, if someone had 6-8, this would complete their straight. So if you raised, you might actually be able to take it away from him here. But John is not going to get involved. And BB takes it down. Do you play some cash games on PokerStars, or is it just mainly the tournaments?
I play Omaha cash
You do?
games on PokerStars,
Like
but it's
mid-levels?
not right.
Yeah,
10, 20 or 15, 30. Yeah.
And I don't think PokerStars really has a rake back either.
No.
I might not be positive about that.
No, that's a whole different. That is king. You know, but I guess that's.
You know, I was doing so well on Absolute that, you know, I just kind of, didn't play as many tournaments as I normally do, which is, you know, why I play on PokerStars mainly. But now they're doing the...
Dirty? Yeah, I haven't played for like
oh my God.
We got a raise here to by seat 1.
Okay. I lost my train of thought because... Excuse me for a second. Okay. So I've been starting to play on PokerStars again because of they're having their double shootouts for the Caribbean Adventure WPT event. So
Yeah.
I'm playing a lot of those.
Queen 7-8 here on the flop. John's got top pair.
Oh man, now Isaac's cracking up.
And seat 1 is going to bet here. He's bet 50 with nothing here. And let's see what John does. He's going to raise it up here with King Queen. And I don't think Eric can call this, can he? He's got King 3. He made a bluff. He's done. Well, if you've got King Queen, you just call and let him just bet small amounts into you for the rest of the way. But I don't know what he's... See, this is the problem I have. Now, I can see the cards. But do you have to Hollywood it up every time? I'm not just talking about Eric. But
I
this
know
is
what you mean.
slows the game down.
Yes, I know what you mean. Come on already. It's okay once in a while, Eric, if you fold and lose pot. And after this hand, Bart will explain why. Why I'm laughing.
Well, I'm not going to repeat it.
Well,
on the
I'm
thread,
sitting
but
there
Russ
just-
McGinley, one of the funniest guys on 2+2.
Well, he's the one that said gross. It was the comment before
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And I'm sitting there talking, and he shows me the
And
post.
he folds. Jack Keller died in 2003, I believe. Kathy Colbert did not meet her father until after he
with
won
a
the
mis-
World Series of
without a
Poker.
misspell,
But with
with
meat
a-
spelled M-E-A-T. And Russ McKinley said gross. Yeah. I'm sorry.
King with it was good, right?
Huh?
King with it was good, right?
I had a king too.
Did you really?
And
Did you really?
yeah, actually, I think that we were
just
talking
didn't like the
about.
feel.
I don't think that she knew her father until later on.
Right.
So.
Wow.
Raise 40.
We got a raise here to 40 by seat 9. He's got King Jack. Clubs, 5-6 of clubs is going to call. BB's in there with Ace Jack of clubs. And we have... C2 is in there. We can't see what he has. So we got four-way action. 10-7-5, couple of spades.
100.
There we go. And we saw an 8. I saw an
He's
8.
got 6-8.
Yes,
He's
he
got
does.
an open-ended straight draw. And BB, I actually, seat 9, Bobby, the raiser, he's going to lead, make that continuation bet with King Jack. And he's bet here, he's bet 100, which is about a little under the size of the pot, I believe. I think the pot is now 250, 100 to call.
I thought I was going to get cracked again. One more straight, I'm dead.
So he's going to take it down there with that bet.
There's another chip count.
Yep, and Dr. Beebe, I think by far, just that
Is the big
one
winner,
hand
yeah.
is the big winner. Eric's still doing pretty well for himself. He's up. I got to say almost 1,500, but Beebe's up more than that.
Yeah, and Lung's hanging pretty tough. I mean, he still has about the same amount of money as he had. Just
Yeah, Lung's
losing
having like
losing
a
couple
grinding
$100.
session.
Yes,
you know,
he
he's
is.
grinding it.
And
Yeah.
Bobby's getting his butt kicked. I think that's his third rebuy.
Six-way action
Six
here.
ways.
We got Ace King there in seat 7. Did not raise. That's BB. And he's hit top pair. Couple clubs out there. King, Jack, 5. BB's going to bet.
Bet 75.
He's going to bet 75.
I guess we need to change the dealer, not the cards.
And I think he's going to take it down, and he does. What is it? There's a word for that in the English language. Words that sound the same but are spelled different. Is that a homonym? A homonym,
Yeah, homonym.
right? Yeah. How about words that are spelled the same but sound different? I think that's a homograph. Homograph. Yeah, I don't know why I know that, but English teachers out there. Spelled the same and sound different, as
Right.
opposed to spelled
I
different but sound the
understand.
same.
God, Bart.
I'm not talking. I'm just,
That's an honor student. Thank you very much.
Read and read.
Mm-hmm.
We got a straddle here in seat 5, it looks like, Francois. And he's picked up pocket 7s in the straddle spot. Actually, seat 4 is the straddler. Francois limps with pocket 7s. And small blind there, Lung, he's going to make a raise. Well, you see this sometimes. He's got pocket 6s. A lot of people will come and fire out of the blinds because there's so much more dead money in there in straddle pot, especially if some people have limped. And he makes it 250. Wow. 250. Seat 4's got a king-queen offsuit in the straddle spot. Not a bad hand as a random hand. Do you want to call a $250 raise with it, though? Lung really wants to pick up those limps, doesn't he?
I hate this hand. I'm going to muck this hand.
Gets away from it. Now, does Francois think that he's going to... I just think you can pick your spots better, right? I mean, Lung is a pretty solid player.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Well, if he thinks he's making a move,
Yeah.
does he want to see a flop or does he want to come over the top? Or muck?
He's not going to get involved. John's got an ace-9 suited.
One more guy?
And he mucks.
He's done.
Lung takes it down. And we're going to do... This is going to be the last hand of the night, Shirley.
Okay.
I could have called easily. Right?
I like 7s.
Easily I could have called that.
So please join us tomorrow night. Shirley, you're here with me tomorrow?
I am.
Whale night, Poker Blue
That
Whale
was another
night.
thing.
I'm really curious to see.
Big no limit game. Barry Woods, Dimitri. It's going to be a lot of action. Hassan Habib was on tilt last week.
Yeah,
We'll
he
see if that
was. But
continues.
that's what I was going to say. I'm kind of wondering if he'll be here
Really?
As soon as
Yeah.
you did that, I figured.
Why?
because of Bellagio.
As soon as you
Oh,
said that, I figured.
okay.
The Doyle Brunson thing's going on. I mean, the big WPT event doesn't start till Monday, I think. But they have all no limit hold'em tournaments this week.
Now, Alan is raised here. He's got ace king, and Bobby came in with ace 4 spades. So we're heads up. Now, Bobby has position. Queen 5-5 on the flop. Check, check. Turn is a 9, and now Bobby has a spade draw.
No, yeah.
And he's going to bet.
That's $50. $30.
And Alan calls. Wow. All right, he's got the best hand. And the river is a spade, and Bobby's made a backdoor flush. And he's going to bet here 50. And if Alan called the turn, no, he's not going to call the river. Yeah, and actually that brings up another interesting point, Shirley. That was the last hand of the night, so we'll swing it back here to the booth. I just got word that Bellagio tournament that's going on. We are scheduled to do a whale game, and I will try to let people know as quick as possible tomorrow. For some reason, if that's not going to go on because of maybe of a player shortage. But the thing is that if Dimitri's going to be here, and Barry's going to be here, you don't need those pros in the game. Come on down to the game. Are you kidding me? Have you seen how good the game is?
Yeah, we can have a game without him. That's for sure.
And maybe I might talk to Yosh, and maybe we could even make the game 25-50 unrestricted, no limit, or something like that.
Has Yosh even been here?
I haven't seen him around. I haven't seen him around, but I know that they have there's an agreement
no matter
to
what,
do the whale
game.
Yeah. So
we'll get a game.
So I want to wish everyone a good night, and please join us tomorrow. Of course, we do Live at the Bike every Monday through Friday from 6 to 9. For everyone here in the booth, I'm Bart Hansen, and for Shirley Rosario, good night, everybody, from Live at the Bike. Actually, and she said that they are.
He's getting one.
The stakes are high. They bet big. They win big. They lose big. High stakes live action poker. Live at the Bike. Watch it live on the web or play it if you dare at the Bicycle Casino right here in Los Angeles.
No.
Race 201, 225 total.
Okay.
It's 400.
Spend my chips wisely.
Solid.
Spend 200.
Can win more.
175. 175.
Stop.
You got a carry up?
He's got a straight now. Flush. Flush. Wow. That's nice, man. Yeah.
But if you waste too much, nobody calls the best thing.
$30. 30. You should have won at least 80. 75.
More.
75, 80.
He would have got a call from me.
Huh?
He would have got a call from me.
It's okay.
I'd put the 10.
It's okay. That's what he wants to go against.
Big line.
He doesn't want to get jacked. Suited hearts, 35. He's going to